Wake the fuck up, samurai. We have a city to burn.
It's definitely fucked up when you're trying to play a game and all it does is make you want to play some other game. Hi, everybody. How you doing? What's up?
Wait, hold on. We're not just going to skip past it. What the hell are you talking about?
Okay, you missed my live stream. I was playing the Saints Row reboot.
Oh,
yeah, fuck. Well, why did I save to watch later? I'm on the live stream, you ignorant tit. Fuck, I'm trying to share the live stream out and I saved it for later. Like, duh. What?
Well, no offense, me and my fiance were watching through the entire original Star Wars series to get reminded for like ideas about our wedding. Like our wedding's gonna be Star Wars themed, so
yay!
We started watching episode 4. We watched episode 5. Now we're watching episode 1, and then we're gonna watch 2. And then it's gonna be up to her whether or not we watch the Clone Wars.
Just watch the movies. Just watch the movies. 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 6. Stop there. Just stop there. What's up, Joshua? What's up, Steve? How y'all doing?
Hold on, everyone. Hold on now. Not all this external Star Wars stuff is bad. Like Mandalorian season 1 was good. I enjoyed it.
That's fine.
The Bad Batch is actually a really good show. I enjoy the Bad Batch. Some of Clone Wars is good. Like I like some of the episodes.
Oh God! Fucking the Real BBC talked about the Donnie and Marie Star Wars special. Holy fuck!
I don't know what that is.
You don't know who Donnie and Marie are? What's up, Ark? Oh, good.
Hey, hold on. You like the people from Rogue One, the prequel to Rogue One? What's it called? Andor. You like that?
I enjoyed the episodes that I watched. Yes.
Did you enjoy Rogue One?
I didn't watch Rogue One.
Okay. And I know you didn't like Solo.
I did not watch Solo.
And I know you didn't like Obi-Wan.
Okay, so didn't watch Solo, saw enough people's reviews on it, and it sounded stupid. Did not watch
Well, I know Obi-Wan you watched I know you did watch it. We watched it together. We literally reviewed it on this channel.
We talked about Ahsoka.
We Obi-Wan.
This motherfucker telling me what I've watched. I did not watch Obi-Wan. We may have talked about it, but when did we review Obi-Wan?
When it came out. Hold the fuck up.
Are we living in? Did I enter an alternate dimension?
Give me a.
I did not watch Obi-Wan. I could not watch that shit. Yes, we talked about it and argued about it, but that's about it. Because holy shit. It was just bad. Okay. Look, Steve, I know I've hit my head quite a few times, but not enough to block something like that out of my memory, because if that was the case, I would have no recollection of Velma. Roasting it with watching it. Yes, there you go. No, okay, Kenobi. Yes, Kenobi, the TV show is shit, but yeah. Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan. That is a name I have not heard in a long time.
Yes, I get that.
So you know him. Of course I know him. He's me.
We just watched that movie 2 nights ago.
It's fantastic. Fantastic. Spectacular. Spectacular.
Anyway. You know, my fiance said it's been a long time since we watched the movies. Like, it's been well over a decade since I've watched the original trilogy. Like, I just haven't really. I watched them, and I haven't watched them in a long time. But like, and we were watching Empire Strikes Back, and she's like, "Man, the acting is a lot more stiff in this movie than it was in A New Hope."
Do you think so? You compare like from Empire to New Hope?
Yeah.
They just call it Star Wars because fuck off. It's Star Wars. Star Wars is the first episode. It's A New Hope. Nobody called it A New Hope until Empire came out.
I know. But yeah, she
has it been 2022?
What?
When did Velma come out?
Last year, I think, or the beginning or end of the beginning of last year or the end of the year before that. I don't remember.
1.05, 1.05 speed or 1.5 speed, Sanguine. Anyway. Oh.
Anyway,
what the? Yes. What?
So yeah, she
Hi,
thumbs.
everybody.
I mean, there was some moments like the acting was a little off in Empire Strikes Back versus A New Hope. We haven't rewatched Return of the Jedi yet because we just started like not just start. We got to the part where they got back to Naboo and the Gungans are at war with the droids right now. And like honestly, look, I'm not gonna lie. Like I wasn't old enough to go to see this movie in the theaters whenever it came out. I was
which one?
Phantom Menace. I was
dude. I camped out for the Phantom Menace.
Huh?
I camped out for Phantom.
Yeah,
Menace.
well, I was. How old was I? I was 5. I was 5 years old.
No excuse. Velma was January 2023. Everybody.
So
2023.
I was 5 years old. My mom didn't introduce me to Star Wars yet, so I didn't see it. I didn't see it until. Yes, I agree. Anyway, so now that I'm rewatching it after watching, having the knowledge of Star Wars, I've noticed that there was a lot of nostalgia bait in the Phantom Menace.
Really? How so?
Oh yeah. For example, just like the way they introduced C-3PO and R2 is like I could see it now. It's like living through the MCU, like when there's like those aha moments, like I could just see it. Like if people were in the theaters, got being excited whenever R2 walked on or rolled onto the screen, and people whenever you never really got to experience Anakin as a person until this movie because he was always Darth Vader. So whenever people were whenever they first walked onto the screen, I don't know how much promotion there was for the Phantom Menace back then.
Oh wow. Oh my God. It was everywhere. Dude, there was toy nights where, you get to go as Toys R Us is going to open at midnight to sell the toys to you. Yes, I went there.
So whenever Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan,
I still own the toys.
So whenever Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan walked into the shop, and they and then what's his name, the blue dude. I just watched the movie. I can't remember. And then everybody when they're like, hey boy, come fix these guys up, and he goes, hi, I'm Anakin Skywalker, and I'm pretty sure the fans probably went having that.
No, I want to say for Phantom Menace, my theater was completely fucking silent.
Really?
Absolutely silent.
Not so much with
no.
They hated it that much?
No, nobody was talking. It was an absolutely packed theater, and shoulder to shoulder, packed. Everybody, nobody spoke until the end. Man. Now compare that to when Yoda's flying around in the capsule chamber.
Attack of the Clone. Oh, that's Revenge of the Sith.
Everybody lost their motherfucking minds cheering that shit on.
But yeah, having I feel like the way they dropped the names in the movie, and it feels like there was a lot of nostalgia bait. Not in a bad way.
No, it was bad directing. It was fucking bad writing and bad directing. It was not nostalgia bait. It was George Lucas having full 100% control and no one to sit there and go, hey, what about this? What about that? It wasn't I understand Jason absolutely loves the movie. They're the greatest thing of all time. It's okay, sure.
I like the movie.
I like the movies too. I do, but I'm not going to deny
3 is my favorite out of all.
I'm not going to deny they weren't bad, and I will argue about midichlorians till I'm fucking dead. But
see, I was trying to explain to my fiance why the fans hated midichlorians, and I couldn't
because
it
was trying to get the midichlorian, the fans. Again, I said this. Argued with Jason, and I'll keep arguing. It put a scientific explanation onto something the fans felt was just mystical, magical, supernatural, and it upset a lot of fans. Which
I have a question.
Only money.
Did they ever say the word Sith in the original trilogy? Because I was I've watched episode 4 and 5, and I've never heard. I don't think I remember hearing them once saying
Yeah, I don't think they did.
They said the Sith. They just called him the Dark Lord.
Lord Vader.
I think episode 1 is the first time they used the word Sith.
Maybe so. It could have. I mean, I don't know.
Like, but
Let's
yeah.
See. Well, if y'all must know, Kilty Cajun is an OG trilogy fan. Last time I checked, he hated the Phantom. I do not hate the Phantom Menace. Go fuck yourself, Josh. Sorry, I mean, love you. Much like Yellow Flash, who also complained and said it was trash alongside with. No, look. People like to talk about their favorite set lightsaber fight scene being on Mustafar between Anakin and Obi-Wan. No, I personally feel like the fight between Darth Maul, Obi-Wan, and Qui-Gon is better. I think it's better. It's just so fucking perfect for me. It's the music, the introduction of Darth Maul, the doors open up, cloaks go back, and just Anakin and Qui-Gon sit there going, we'll take
Obi-Wan
care of this.
and Qui-Gon.
Oh, whatever. Them two. And just the way their fight goes back and forth, and Darth Maul whipping all their asses is just a beautiful thing to me. Using martial arts plus the Force plus the lightsabers. I just think the choreography was fantastic. It was beautiful. I was a fucking little kid again watching that shit. I loved it.
Well, yeah, because like obviously,
and I barely remember anything about the next 2 episodes.
And then like the original trilogy, the lightsaber, at least in episode 1 for sure, episode 4, the lightsaber duel was just tack, 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 tack.
Yeah, people have there's explanations for it, but
here's I just assumed because Vader's suit,
it was a bunch of old dudes doing something to try and make it look mystical. It wasn't. It wasn't supposed to be a spectacle.
I know, but now that nowadays Jedi are like supposed to be like, no matter how old they are, they're supposed to be like, great martial artists or fighters, whatever. I understand at the time it wasn't, and then probably that suit was probably clunky as hell for the actor who was playing Vader.
I'm sure.
Like it was, he probably could. You could tell he couldn't move. Like they must have done something to modify the suit in episode 5 because like the fight between him and Luke was much more spectacle. Was much more of a spectacle.
Yeah,
like it was more showman.
Did you see the fan edit of the Darth Vader Obi-Wan fight?
Yeah. So after we finished, after we finished Empire.
Oh, you showed her? Wait. Did you showed her the fan edit? Oh yeah. God, that is an amazing fight. Anyway, hold on. He says originally George Lucas conceived the Sith as a group that served the Emperor in the same way that the SS had served the German man. Is the Schutzstaffel. Yeah,
but I don't think they ever use. Steve also said that earlier, or the Sith, the word Sith was never used during the original trilogy.
Yeah, okay. Yep.
But anyway, and then also there was another fan edit that I like. So we were talking to Mr. Russo about before we started watching the movies, and he suggested that he wanted us to throw Solo and the Kenobi show in there. And I said, I'm not going to. I told her I'm not going to throw the Kenobi show in there or Solo because I don't like those movies.
Because you love her.
Because
you care about her.
But I might put in a fan edit of like the person who went back and took a bunch of scenes from the Kenobi show and made a fan edit movie of it, the good parts of it.
Oh, you mean like take Reva and the Inquisitors completely the fuck out? Take everything that dealt with Princess Leia completely the fuck out because they shouldn't have been there. Take Darth Vader completely the fuck out and have a 10-minute show.
We'll see. Anyway, so yeah, but we're probably not going to watch like Rogue One, Andor, Solo, any of that stuff. Probably just gonna stick to the main stuff, and then maybe after the movies we'll watch the shows like the Clone Wars and Rebels, because I never watched Rebels, but I mean I've always wanted to watch it because I do like the Clone Wars and I like the Bad Batch.
Joshua's got. Don't get me wrong, the prequels weren't perfect. No, no, they weren't. Despite the flaws, they're my absolute favorite. See, the original trilogy is my favorite because nostalgia. It's what I started with.
I started with the prequels.
See, there you go. It's like when you were introduced to this is going to have an effect on what you think is the best, and that's totally understandable. It's, I
Which
guess,
unfortunately means some people are going to be defending the Disney ones till the day they
no,
die.
the fuck they're not. You cannot defend bad movies. This is not going to be like the prequel trilogy where 10 years from now people are going, they weren't that bad. No, the sequel, the Disney trilogy is fucking terrible.
Also,
I gotta go back. I'm gonna have to go back and I'm gonna have to do another rewatch of the movies.
Also, my fiance was like, she's like, man, she's like going like after we were watching these movies and like, so I showed her a fan edit that I really like. It's when Obi-Wan sits down with Luke after he saves them from the Tusken Raiders. There's a fan edit
where he's talking about Ahsoka.
No, when he's talking about
you didn't show you didn't show her that one. Oh God,
no, it's whenever when Luke was asked about his father. And then, like, you see Obi-Wan, like,
no. Oh, God, that is awesome.
That's a good fan edit.
I think Russo sent me that one. Oh, God.
Like, it shows, like, they pause a little bit more on Alec Guinness is his face. And, like, they show the emotions of him, like, whenever he's thinking back. And they actually put, like, the scenes from the prequels in his flashbacks. And it makes the scenes so much more impactful.
And the strange thing is the way Alec Guinness... his facial expressions.
It's like they already filmed those movies and he knew what was going on.
No, like he like I don't know if it was the direction or just the actor himself and just hinting at this or just like, it's just the way they have it was just absolutely fantastic.
It's a great edit. It's a great fan edit.
We're sitting here talking about movies that are 30 and 40 years old instead of the garbage trash that's come out recently.
So yeah, I showed her that fan edit and she absolutely loved it. Like, and then honestly, like she started doing some more research about the movies, and she feels so bad for Hayden Christensen, like the poor man got like ostracized from the Star Wars community for like the longest time.
But he's well loved now.
Oh no, yeah.
Some of his, I mean, it's like, was it his acting or was it the directing?
No, because I've seen him in other movies that he was in that was really good. I enjoyed them a lot.
At that age, like some of his lines between him and Padme, and like some of the delivery of the lines was so fucking stiff.
Yes, but you gotta remember the director approved that and didn't course correct.
Yeah. Oh God, I know. I heard a lot of stuff about George Lucas was a one take kind of director. And it's like you did it in one take and that was it. So it's like, I don't like sand. It gets everywhere. Like, oh, that's okay.
Sure. But yeah, like I know some fans hate the prequels, and then from what I've read, it was mostly
very strong.
From what I've read, most of the hate came from like the critics and because the internet wasn't like the internet was big, but not like we didn't have Twitter and Facebook and MySpace at our fingertips when those movies came out.
A lot of people, a lot of the fan sites, they like to say, "Oh, the fans chased Ahmed Best off the internet and made him want to kill himself." It's like, no, that's not true. Ahmed Jar Jar.
Oh yeah, no.
The voice of Jar Jar's like, nope, that's not true. It was the media reaction to his character that sent him in a downward spiral into depression. That's like, fans, I just thought the character was stupid. I don't give a toss about the fucking actor. But I still say that the part that they gave him in The Mandalorian, that was
it was nice of them.
It was nice of them to do, but you cannot deny that the only reason they do it it was an apology tour, a token part, and from what I saw, he was absolute shit in it. No offense, but it looked silly. But I'm probably gonna catch a lot of hate for it anyway. But whatever.
Anyway, so. Yeah, she was talking about like how
Grogu needs to be ripped apart and fed to a fucking rancor anyway. Stupid fucking toys.
She feels absolutely terrible for Hayden. Like that, he feels like he thought the fans hated him, but it was really the critics who hated him. And then like
the fans go batshit now.
Oh, I know. Like that video where the video came out where he walked on a stage, he started crying because the fans loved the fact that he was there. Like. Oh, I know. Yeah, no, like it's his first time he's getting to see the actual fans' reaction to him.
Darth Misa, the Gungan Duck. Oh, fuck off! I'm not doing. Hold on a second.
He's been given a second, guys. I don't know what else to do. I guess we could just keep moving the show along without him. But we were going to see if Jason. We both messaged Jason, but I guess Jason's not joining us tonight because we were going to finish up the list we started last time we were doing this. But I think I found a list that we're going to use differently than the last time. There's not so many tangents, and it sticks more to the main MCU stuff because we already finished the Sony and Fox universe. So I think tonight we're going to be doing. No, actually, I am having a custom Jedi robe tailored for me for my suit at the wedding, and she is trying to find a dress that is inspired or looks something similar to what Padme would have worn as a Nabooian queen. So yeah, so we're not gonna do Han and Leia. No, we're making our own original Star Wars characters to be married in. Yeah, I've already got my outfit being made. I ordered it all today, and it should be here by the time next month. No, we're not doing Spaceballs, Steve. My best man already threatened to come to the wedding dressed as Barf. So no, we're not going to be doing Spaceballs. No. Like the groomsmen are going to be wearing just basic black Jedi robes, and then I think the bridesmaids will just be wearing some dresses that look similar to the style of the wedding dresses. Oh no! We're not going to talk about Madam Web. Well, Kilton might. I'm not, because I haven't seen the movie, so I don't. I have no opinion on it. I've just heard nothing but terrible things, and I don't want to give an opinion on a movie that I have not seen because that is unfair. Even though I've given my opinion on many movies that I haven't seen because I didn't like the trailer or the source material. Anyway, welcome back, Hilton.
All right. Well, now.
Well.
Oh, nothing that I'm going to be talking about ever on a live stream. We'll just leave it at that.
Work stuff?
It's very much work related, and yeah, just
Did someone get a line hit?
Nope, don't worry about it. Now that shit happens. Just okay. So what are we talking about? Oh, better movies than the Disney trilogy.
I was letting them know that the list that we're picking from this time is we're still doing the Marvel list. Since we finished the Sony and Fox first last stream, we'll be doing just purely the MCU projects. So like no side stuff like Netflix stuff.
Okay, real quick, Steve. I have a rule. Okay, if you're going to make fun of me, you must do it straight to my face and make it good, make it inventive, entertaining, if nothing else.
Old.
Otherwise, I said make it new, make it good. You're old. No shit, motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, we can't make it new because you're old. You've heard it all.
Oh, that's true. All right, who we got showing up? Who's hanging out with us? Y'all are awesome. Shaggy Rupas, John Shaggy Rupas. No. Ain't no in hell the fucking sequel trilogy would ever age. No, it's not. I bypassed the compressor. Fuck off.
Anyway,
I want to keep talking. All right, so what we got? We got this.
This is what we have. Yes.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be a lot more condensed. So none of the Peggy Carter show, none of the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., no.
Hunty, you're funny.
No Netflix, Punisher, Daredevil, Iron Fist, all that stuff. We could do another tier list later where we actually do all the side shows.
Sideshow Bob. Sideshow Bob.
I know what that's from.
A home where the corpses lie prone, where the maggots and cockroaches play, where the stiffs go to rot in their cemetery plot.
I think it was Josh.
And the sky is all gloomy and gray.
I think it was Josh. Someone in the group in the chat was asking.
What?
Yes, it was Josh. Do you
What
want
you
to
got?
talk about Madam Web before we do this list?
Oh, yes. We're gonna talk. Yeah.
Well, he's gonna
So
talk. I'm gonna listen.
you didn't see it,
I have not seen
okay?
it yet. I didn't even realize it was out, honestly.
How to describe the piss poor bad writing in this movie in a nutshell? There are so many instances of what the fuck am I watching? It was an hour and 50-minute movie that took me 3 hours to watch because I had to keep pausing and stopping this movie. At one point in the movie, so okay, I gotta find this meme. Have you seen the meme, the picture of all of these things happened in this movie except for one? No, I'm just kidding. They all happened.
No.
So I'm gonna scroll up to it somewhere. I know it's somewhere in the Discord. Wait, I have it on my phone, so fuck it. I'm just gonna bring it up on my phone and read it from there. You got to keep in mind that these things happened in the fucking movie. All of them. And they thought this was good writing. So, first, Madam Web is born in a cave in Peru with the help of a magic spider people.
Wait, really?
True. Yes. So Madam Web's mother is in the Amazon, is in Peru in the jungle looking for spiders, these mysterious spiders, because you find out later in the movie that the spider has like an anti-venom toxin or whatever the fuck. Its venom has healing properties because her baby, who is Cassie, who is she's suffering from some degenerative disease or whatever, and the spider's going to help her live. That's why Mama Web is in the jungle. So yes, Madam Web is born in a cave in Peru with the help of magic spider people. So do you remember the trailer where it shows you all the girls in their costume?
My dude, I didn't even fully watch their first trailer.
Well, anyway, that's it. That's the only time they're in there. That's the hit. The only time, let's see, the 3 spider women never get powers and are only seen in costumes through dream sequences.
Wait,
that is correct.
They never get their powers?
They do not get their powers. They do not. The only time they're in their costumes is in the dream sequence where Ezekiel Sims sees them killing him. So in order to do, oh god,
does anyone actually have spider powers in this show?
Yes, Ezekiel Sims and Madam Web.
So like the guy in the black Spider-Man wannabe suit.
Is he? He doesn't shoot webs. He just jumps around all over the place and he can walk on the ceiling. He steals. Oh god! So he has sex with an NSA agent and steals her login password, kills her, and then uses her login password to gain access to the NSA's camera security surveillance system for like 2 weeks or a week and shit. He kills an NSA agent who they don't reference throughout the rest of the movie and uses her fucking login and password to get access to the surveillance system for 2 weeks.
And no one noticed.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
that's part of the fucking movie.
That might be a commentary on our
it gets
national
better.
security.
Oh boy, it gets better. It gets so much fucking better.
I'm gonna go ahead and guess there's a whole lot of like anti-governmental stuff, or
no. This is not a woke movie. This is not an anti-anything movie. It's just a bad movie. That's it. It's no, like people putting woke madam. No, there's not. The closest thing that you could say to I'm gonna get there. Hold on, I'm gonna get there. Fucking hell. I gotta go through this list. Evil Spider-Man is killed by a large Pepsi sign. He's killed by the P. He's killed by the lowercase p in the Pepsi sign that falls on him. And I'm pretty sure that's in the fucking trailer. This is the second time one of these dumb fucking movies has shown the death of the bad guy in the movie. They did that in the Marvels. Yeah. Dar-Ben blew up. That was in the trailer. That's how she does it. Anyway. Oh, Madam Web becomes wanted for kidnapping by the NYPD. Yes, and they do not address it at all for the rest of the movie.
So kind of like Indiana Jones.
Oh, sure. Madam Web runs down evil Spider-Man Ezekiel in her car twice, and yet a Pepsi sign kills him. Anyway, Peter Parker is born but not named. Yes, he's at the end of the movie.
Wait, what?
Yes, Peter Parker, Uncle Ben is in this movie. Uncle Ben's in this movie, and Peter Parker's mother's in the movie. Aunt May is not in the movie. They talk about her as he's like Uncle Ben has found a relationship. Uncle Ben and Cassie are paramedics. They're paramedics together. And God, this movie hurts my fucking brain. Let's see what else. Madam Web inexplicably splits into 3 ghost-like copies of herself near the end of the movie. I was like, oh,
are these notes you wrote down or something?
No, this is shit. Somebody put a meme up. The meme is like pretty much, do you want to know how absurd this movie is? All these things happen in the movie except one. And then it says at the bottom, no, not really. All this crap happens in the movie. So it gets better. So where was I? The NSA bullshit. So yeah, that happened. So Cassie's accused of kidnapping these girls because Sydney Sweeney's character says she's kidnapping us, and then the cops show up to try to arrest her, but then evil Spider-Man shows up and kills all the cops, and that's not front page fucking story, but whatever. They escape, they get out of the subway, and the girls, for whatever reason, they go with Cassie in a stolen cab. Did I mention she steals a taxi cab in New York in 2003? Okay. This is very important. She steals a fucking taxi cab in 2003, because that's when this movie takes place, in New fucking York. All right?
Uh-huh. I don't get the joke, but all right.
Oh, you will. Because she pulls the license plate off.
That's what gets you pulled over.
Of a taxi cab in New York that she stole. That at one point in the movie, she also uses the same taxi cab to hit Ezekiel Sims in a diner. So the taxi cab goes through the door of the diner, hits him. So now it's got this massive dent in the front, and she's driving it around New York to Uncle Ben's house to drop the girls off because she needs to go to Peru to track down this lake, this cave, and these spider people. She goes to the airport in the stolen taxi cab with a big, massive fucking dent in the front of her car, in the front of it, with no license plate, and then fucks off for a week to Peru. And when she gets back, she drives the taxi cab back to the house. Did I mention the taxi cab had no license plate? It was stolen and had a big old fucking dent in the front of it in New York. Who the fuck writes this shit?
Sony people.
I'm sorry. What part of that makes any fucking sense that any of that she could get away with for more than like 5 hours? Like, correct me if I'm wrong, ladies and gentlemen, but taxi cabs, can't you track taxi cabs?
I'm pretty sure
some sort of low jack in 2003. Some sort of GPS. I'm sorry, Nat. I suffered through this. I have to pass on the suffering. Lots and lots of traffic cameras watching everything, which, yes, that's what evil Spider-Man breaks into the NSA with the stolen with the stolen password from a person that's dead. They're dead, by the way. They didn't show up for work for a few days, but yeah, it's okay. We'll keep allowing her to use her login. Anyway, for fuck's sake. So, did I mention that she goes to Peru?
Yeah.
In the jungle by herself.
And didn't die?
Pasty-faced white girl goes to Peru in the jungle by herself, and just miraculously finds this one spot that's in a picture that her mom took.
So in a forest full of trees that all look the same.
Motherfucking jungle. Not a forest, a jungle with nasty creatures that'll bite you and you die in the middle of nowhere because you're out there by yourself.
Like a mosquito?
Like, holy shit.
Well, we get it. The movie was bad. Why don't we move on to a more positive note? Because I can't commentate on this.
Oh, what, like going back to talk about Star Wars? We can do that.
I mean, we could, but we also have a list waiting for our lovely audience.
How many years was it between her mom and the jungle? Given
she's a full grown adult.
No. Hold on. Yes, I took fucking notes. It was 30 years. Her mom was in the jungle in 1973. And fast forward to 2003. Oh, and some of the absolute ridiculousness, some of the writing in this movie is like things to happen simply because of plot. Fuck!
Weren't you born in the 60s? I
was born in... Fuck off! 1974, dickhead.
So you're just a year younger than the tragedy of this movie's like timeline.
Where it started. Oh, that's like okay. So Cassandra Webb was born in Peru, yet she ends up in the United States foster care system with a birth certificate and a name. How'd she get back? Don't know. Quote the drinker. Don't know. Sorry, it's a terrible drunken Scotsman accent. I'm sorry. Does the movie explain it? No. How do these mysterious spiders,
you to like
how does
go
this
off of
entire
disbelief?
Tribe of mysterious spider people who climb up and down trees and everything know how to speak English? Don't know. Don't know that they ain't got the fucking clue. They got no fucking clue. Why does it happen? Because fucking plot. That's why. Because jungle landscapes and foliage previous. Yeah. I didn't even think about that. Steve, I did. There's so much bad with this movie that, yeah, heaven forbid in 30 years, any of the topography changes whatsoever fucking ever. 30 goddamn years. She stole a fucking taxi cab. It's got a big, massive dent in the front. She drives with no license plate, drives it around for the week, parks it at the fucking airport, fucks off to Peru for a week, comes back, and here's this fucking... my God.
By the way, I don't know if they're still in the chat, by the way, Shaggy, but thank you very much for subscribing to my channel. I just got the notification.
Hell yeah, Shaggy. Thank you, Shaggy. So she gets back. So Peter decides to be born. It's time for Peter to be born. So his mother's water breaks while the three girls are at Uncle Ben's place. And the water, she just happens to have her water break. So, and of course, naturally, Ben has to drive her to the hospital, and all the girls have to go with them because one of the girls, the security system has to see one of their faces. So Big Bad Spider-Man, evil dude, has to be able to see them. And Cassie gets back just after they left, the same fucking day, 10 minutes after they leave. She just happens to get back. Just God Almighty. And fireworks apparently blow holes in walls, just the right shape. They look like a door, a nice rectangular door instead of just a jagged hole. Fireworks. It's an explosives factory. It's fireworks. Everyone can see it's fireworks, and apparently fireworks are the reason that she's blind, and because she was like 20 feet underwater before, and a firework went into the water and hit her in the face with such enough force to blind her. Like, you can't get shot with a bullet at that depth. And you're telling me a fuck off movie. Hi.
Hello. Feel better getting that off your chest now?
So Gary from Nerdrotic said this movie was it's so many porn scene setups without the payoff, you know. Cassie, Madam Webb gathers up these four questionable age girls and goes out to the forest and nothing happens. And then they go to a diner and nothing happens. She takes them back to her apartment, to a hotel room. Okay. These are porn parody scenarios. Okay. Oh my God. The Madam Web porn parody is going to go, oh my God. And then of course they go back with Uncle Ben to his apartment. And of course, like three barely legal. Let's move the fuck on. I just want to know who wrote this, women. Sorry. Like, it's just a fact. Who's the director? Oh, woman. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't. It's a thing. It's a fact. It's a statement. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's just a statement.
Well, I haven't seen the movie. But I'll take your word for it.
Just don't. Like, not even for free. Okay, not even on a streaming service, because you can't get that hour and 50 minutes back. You cannot get that time back. It's like the D&D movie. You can't, not the most recent one. I'm talking about the one way back when that never should have happened. Okay. Yeah. And, unfortunately you didn't get to see, Sydney Sweeney's two wonderful qualities. Those were like covered up and like just nothing.
I heard there wasn't even a post-credit scene for this movie.
Post-credit scene for fucking what? There was wishful thinking. They had the girls, they had all four of them dressed up in their superhero costumes, but it was all dream sequence shit, Yeah, all the actresses are 20-year-olds and they were supposed to be high schoolers. I was like, well, I don't know about the character, but Sydney Sweeney's of age. She has wonderful assets and none of them have to do with acting. I know that was a terrible thing to say, but just put her on screen in the Spider-Girl outfit and just make a movie with that, and you'll make a lot of money. Apparently, some guy got caught fapping in the theater and got kicked out. I wish that was a joke.
For what?
Pap.
Like, I get that, but like, why?
I don't know, because people are sick. Okay. What would I rather watch? Oh, this is. Oh,
I'll watch The Force Awakens. I'll come to a compromise on that.
Yeah, that's a very important question, because Madam Web is one movie. We can be over with that. Versus the entire sequel trilogy, I'll watch Madam Web all day long. But no, I think oh God.
If it's just The Force Awakens,
I would rather subject myself to Madam Web. Dune popcorn bucket. You have seen the Dune popcorn bucket, right?
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
Oh my God. No, see, so Sydney Sweeney did an interview. She actually did some research on the Spider-Girl comic book. Okay. And that's why she actually wanted to have a scene where she comes in upside down. That was her idea. So when you see that in the dream sequence, so she is a fan, which is like cool. I think that's pretty cool.
She probably didn't have any creative control over this movie.
Oh, absolutely not. She's an actress. Actresses don't have much creative, but she was allowed. She was allowed to do that.
Ryan Reynolds has a lot of creative control over.
That's because Ryan Reynolds owns it. Ryan Reynolds owns the rights. It's his. Yeah, apparently there's a rumor that he was willing to walk away from Disney if they didn't.
Oh no. I heard. I told you that.
Oh, you told me that? You mentioned that?
I told you. Okay. Yeah, I told you that he was. Disney didn't want to play ball with him, so he was like, "Okay, cool. I'll take my script, and y'all can just fuck off."
Yeah, I mean, works for me.
Right. And Disney had to bend the knee to Ryan Reynolds.
The showrunner, I think either one of the writers actually made the comment on the red carpet, said, Madam Web doesn't have a backstory, so we could do whatever we want to. It's like, you fucking
bullshit.
Twat. Yeah, he's a producer, but yeah, I think like you said, it's his script. So here's hoping.
He also was helping direct it too.
Yeah, apparently Henry Cavill's going to be in this. Going to be in the movie.
There supposedly is like over 200 cameos or close to 200 cameos of superheroes that we haven't seen and the ones we have seen.
If Deadpool gets to fuck She-Hulk, I'll be okay. I'll be okay with it. I'll be perfectly fine with that.
Supposedly, Tom Holland, Toby, and Andrew are going to be in this movie. Supposedly, rumored that Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans are also going to be returning into the movie, or just for like a scene, like a small scene.
Yes, rumor is that Henry Cavill is going to be in the movie. They're not sure if he's going to be an alternate version of Wolverine. And again, this is rumor control. Okay, I got this. This is what Gary of Nerdrotic talked about yesterday. It was that he has sources, and most of those guys, they have legitimate sources. But what he was talking about is he thinks he's going to be either an alternate version of like an alternate reality Wolverine or Captain Britain. So we'll see. But he's supposed to be in the movie.
I thought he was going to be Hyperion.
I don't know. But this is going to be cameo of the movie, and I'm okay with that. As long as Deadpool kills everybody, I'll be fine.
Do you even know who Hyperion is in
Not
the Marvel comic?
Nope.
Hyperion is basically evil Superman.
I remember. Oh, one of the first comic books I collected, and this was because of Nightcrawler, was Excalibur. I just loved the artwork. It was just fucking wonderful.
Yeah, Hyperion is basically you take the story of Superman, except the destruction of the. Let's just use Kryptonians. I don't remember what Hyperion's race was. So Hyperion's his entire planet gets destroyed, just like Superman, except Hyperion is the reason why it gets destroyed because they didn't fall. He has his own like corrupt sense of justice, and his planet didn't agree with his ways, so he killed them all. And he goes around flying around the universe, and he brings his sense of justice to the planet. And if the planet does not agree with his justice, he kills the planet. That's who Hyperion is.
An evil version of Superman. Yay. Can we get a Christopher Reeve's version of Superman again?
Yeah, but he's not Superman though.
I know, but just give me Superman, Truth, Justice.
I mean, he could be. I would love to see him come in as the Beyonder or as the Gladiator. Or hell, I'd be happy to see him as Doctor Doom, honestly. I think he'd be a great fucking Doctor Doom or a great Galactus.
Henry Cavill should be in every other movie as a strong male lead actor. He would have been great as James Bond, but apparently for some fucking odd reason, he's ostracized from all these roles in Hollywood that you think would be perfect for him. You just don't know why. Oh wait, because he doesn't agree with the bullshit. We're gonna put our message in there. Yeah, but that's not The Witcher. Well, fuck off then. You're just difficult to work with. Idiots. There's a lot of so lots of people are talking about it because once a rumor hits the social media, everybody starts talking about it because it is what it is. You can call it a grift, you can call it the news report of the day, but when something comes out that a lot of people are interested in, especially when it comes to content creators on YouTube, everybody's going to talk about it. Like last night, I tried to make a video about, where was it? The Disney executives blaming woes on racist, sexist fans. Unfortunately, every minute or so, you heard and I couldn't edit that shit out. And I went, fuck you, delete. Because I'm still getting over the plague. So I'm suffering from a little bit of shortness of breath. But I did go out and get myself a pop filter, so I don't know how that's working now. Because I don't hear myself, because I can't stand listening to myself.
I mean, you sound fine.
I got a face for radio and a voice for the silent film.
All right, Alistair.
What?
It's a quote from Hazbin Hotel, I think.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, like one of the main characters, like Alistair.
So the whole face for radio, I heard that 20 fucking years ago.
Well, he used the quote recently, so I'm only just making a commentate on the because
I mean, it's a funny quote, but I tried watching Hazbin Hotel. Or was it Hell of a Boss? I think it was Hell of a Boss. Holy
Hazbin
shit, that was
Hotel.
dumb. I'm sorry.
Hazbin Hotel recently came out on Amazon. I mean, the pilot came out on YouTube a couple of years back.
Did I watch? Yeah, okay. I haven't watched the pilot yet. And I told, who did I tell? Ark or Hunty, one of them. Yeah, it was Hunty that I said, I'm going to try. I watched the first episode of Hell of a Boss, and it was just like, this is not for me. But I'm going to check out Hazbin Hotel. I'm going to try. The animation looks okay, but it's like, I don't have a problem with language, with foul language. But when it comes across to me as like if the writing of said foul language comes off as juvenile and inserted just because you want it there.
Well, they're supposed to be in hell, so I mean they are
regardless
in hell.
Regardless of supposed to being in hell, it needs to feel organic to me. Otherwise, it's just like, okay, it's forced versus organic. A lot like the ideological nonsense that I'm against. Make it organic. It has to feel natural. So if you're just cursing just to curse, you know, it's not entertaining, you know. 1997. God, that was 27 fucking years ago.
I mean,
y'all stop putting dates. Y'all stop putting dates in the chat, please.
I didn't hate the show. I mean, I can definitely tell it's made for a certain type of audience. The Hazbin Hotel.
Oh, I think Glitch is starting to. It looks like they're hinting that episode 2 of the Amazing Digital Circus might be coming soon, and I'm just like, come on, give me.
I've only watched episode 1, Hunty, so I can't tell you what rumors were true.
So let's talk about this because it is definitely a topic for discussion. What sort of bad? I mean, honest answer.
I would rather watch a bad movie than the woke trash that is the Marvels.
How woke? Yeah, but I mean, I don't know if the Marvels was woke either.
It definitely was. It definitely tried to be.
Okay, so ideologically driven. I cannot stand using.
I know.
I really fucking hate it. I don't ever want to put it in the titles of any of my videos because I'm getting to the point.
Fine. I don't.
No.
Listen. Bad movie than Disney's ideological bullshit.
Oh, I would rather watch a bad movie than anything that's ideological.
Because I can enjoy a bad movie if it's bad in a funny way. Like
it is. Okay, so Madam Web can be seen as bad in a hilarious way. Like, you fucking did what? Yes.
But if it's just bad because they're putting their political views and like their ideas into it without it like being natural or what's her name? Mashhad Hadi with the Star Wars bullcrap. I'm not even gonna try to attempt to pronounce her name.
Who? What?
The lady making the new Rey movie. I can't remember. I can't finish pronouncing.
Charmaine Obaid Chinoy.
That whatever. Zim Body Zim. I don't.
Dude, really?
I'm not even gonna try. Honestly, whatever. She doesn't have my respect to attempt to remember her name properly. Point is,
you've got ideologically driven crap, and then you have bad movies. Yeah. So it's a bad movie is a bad movie is a bad movie. Some movies are bad because they're poorly written, poorly acted. Some movies are bad because they hit you over the head with a sledgehammer with their preachy, nonsensical bullshit. Anytime you put ideology over story, you're going to have a bad movie. So there's multiple reasons why the story's bad. It's just in Madam Web's case, it's just bad. With the Marvel's case, the message they were trying to push, this shit fucking character that nobody was interested in, the race and gender swapping of Dar-Ben, and just nonsensical dialogue and writing. It was one thing after another. It was multiple things that made the Marvels bad, including just bad writing.
Well, we can talk
No,
about
Matt.
that when we get to it because we have a Marvel's list to do.
Okay, yeah, let's get to this. Let's get to this eventually.
So, yeah, we're gonna start off. Some of the images are cut off.
I can't see shit, so you're gonna have to tell me what they are.
Iron Man 1.
Ooh, Iron Man 1. I'm putting that in S. I would put that Iron Man 1 in S tier because it's fucking started it all. It established.
I also agree. I was want to say that you can't not have it in S tier. Plus, it was a fantastic movie. It had some bad scenes in it, but it was still genuinely a great fucking watch. And it's literally the kickstart of the whole was once great MCU.
And if Captain America, the first Avengers, there, go ahead and put that. I vote for that.
We'll get to it.
Okay,
fine. Next up,
Iron Man 1 is the GOAT. Yes, abso-fucking-lutely. Okay, so I was talking to somebody about this. The idea, if you want to talk about the most perfect casting in the history of casting that I can think of, that is Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark.
What about Hugh Jackman as Wolverine? Or what about J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson?
Those tie for close seconds, okay?
What about Chris Evans as Captain America?
Chris Evans is a bitch. Again, close second. Sorry, Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark is number one. End all, be all, done. Just I'm sorry,
but
all the rest of those come in very close seconds, but seconds.
I can't see anyone else playing J. Jonah Jameson other than J.K. Simmons. That man is that part.
Yes. Okay, tied for first. That's the best I'm going to give you is tied for first. Oh, I still have. Yeah, yes. Hold on a second. I'll be right back.
And he abandons us again. I mean, I'm not saying that Benedict was a bad choice for Doctor Strange. It was a good one, but I wouldn't say perfect cast. He doesn't he feels like he's filling the role for me. Like I don't see Benedict living. I know you can't really live as Doctor Strange, but like how Robert Downey Jr. basically he is Iron Man without the smarts of Iron Man He is Tony Stark without Tony Stark's intelligence, money, and technology.
Okay, sorry.
He might as fucking well be.
No, I don't. Okay, Steve, we've already discussed this. I will never ever drink again when I'm trying to do a live stream because I fucking deflate. Jesus Christ. No, I went and got tea. I fixed myself some tea earlier. Green tea plus one bag of green tea, one bag of chai mixed together with some French vanilla coffee cream is just delicious.
Anyway, moving on to it. Next, The Incredible Hulk.
Oh, which one is that?
The Edward Norton one, the one where he fought Abomination, the one that was in the MCU, not the other one that wasn't in the MCU. I know I love that movie because I'm a Hulk fan, but I think it belongs in All Right. It's basically kind of like B tier. It wasn't. Agreed. It was a good like kind of like CG monster fight movie, but as a movie itself, like. It wasn't like, obviously it wasn't the best. Like the dialogue wasn't that great. There were some good scenes there were some good human scenes in there, but you were there to see the Hulk smash shit. That's basically what you were there for. So I think it should belong in All Right, which is B tier.
Agreed, Joshua. Edward Norton's Hulk was a lot better, but Edward Norton was unfortunately a son of a bitch on set. Very difficult to work with. And yes, we do all miss the Hulk being the Hulk. So eventually, when the fucking Captain America, the not Captain America.
Well, there's a rumor.
I want
that there was a rumor that I talked to you about earlier yesterday that some concept art was released of Hugh Jackman's Wolverine fighting the Hulk. Because I remember in an interview a long time ago.
That would be awesome. Yeah, you told me about that.
Yeah, a long time ago, Hugh Jackman, after Logan was done filming, Hugh Jackman was asked if he would ever go into the MCU, and he said he would only do one movie in the MCU, and he would only do it if he got to fight the Hulk, because that's how Wolverine was
with all these rumors coming out about Deadpool 3, how the fuck are they going to cram all that shit into a movie?
Fuck if I know. Fuck if I know. It's a 3-hour movie. Look, if the movie is good, I will sit there for 3 hours and not say a fucking word of hate. Like, I'll just sit there and enjoy it. And I will disagree with y'all. I do very much like the Mark Ruffalo's Hulk pre-Professor Hulk.
Yes, I like some of the interactions. Yeah,
like Avengers 1, Avengers 2, Thor Ragnarok, because those are really the only times we get to see the Hulk be the Hulk.
Puny God.
Like, because
that was a great part. I am a god. You puny God. I love that. Was a great scene. So
yeah, I'm not gonna count Avengers Infinity War because the Hulk was in one scene and that was basically it.
Do you know how many people who are going to have no fucking clue who the TVA are? Like,
anyway, so are we in an agreement that the Incredible Hulk would probably go into B tier?
Yes.
Iron Man 2.
No higher than B tier. I can't. I enjoyed the hell out of the movie, but I just
I really liked it. I thought the CG was better in this movie than Iron Man 1. That's probably obviously because they had a bigger budget because Iron Man 1 was successful. Also, I like Don, what's his name? Chiletto? Is that how you pronounce it? Cheeto?
Don Cheeto.
I like him better as Rhodey than the other guy.
That poor bastard found out after the fact that he got fired, that he was recast. It's like, damn.
It doesn't matter. I like Don Cheeto better.
Yeah.
Now, do you want to put it above or below the Hulk movie?
Below.
Below?
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I like the the Iron Man 2 movie. I thought especially I like the upgraded look to the Iron Man suit when Tony messed with it when he perfected the element. I wish they would have extended the Demon in the Bottle story a little bit longer than just like a few minutes of the movie. I feel like that's where they could have done a lot better story with that. Like they could have had that as not as a leading, but like as a continuing problem throughout the MCU, and then eventually Tony overcomes it. Not just someone doesn't just overcome alcoholism over the course of a few days.
I think the alcoholism should have played more of a part in Iron Man 3 as well, not just the PTSD. Like the PTSD should have driven him more into the alcoholism and all that other stuff in part 3. That part of the storyline should have extended through multiple movies.
Also, I don't like that Justin Hammer. His tech is always supposed to be inferior to Tony's, but Tony's such a high bar. Hammer's tech was still good in the comics. Not good, but it was better than what we saw in the movie. And I wish they'd have made Hammer a more prominent villain, where he relied on Whiplash's tech more than his own tech. And basically they undercut Hammer as a villain out of the movie, basically.
Isn't he supposed to be coming back?
I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, I think overall it was a good movie. Not terrible. But we'll move on to the first Thor movie.
Hold on.
Which
problem Disney and Paramount were worried about including alcoholism in a story advertised partially to kids. Yes, but people spontaneously combusting and exploding was perfectly fine. So heaven forbid we have actual serious storylines in a movie, regardless if it's for kids. That's the problem with fucking modern entertainment. I'm sorry. The shit that I grew up on dealt with all kinds of stuff. Because why? You watched it with your fucking parents. And you had these discussions. God.
People watch The Simpsons with their kids. That's all about, that has a fuck ton of alcoholism, isn't that?
Yeah, a lot of people complain about Whiplash. I think Whiplash could have been done better.
I didn't hate him, but I don't think he should have been. I don't think he should have been like I said. I think Hammer should have been in charge of the technology, not Whiplash. But it changed his character a little bit. But it's whatever. he'd still do. He's a guy who has whips. I mean, there's really anyway.
It was cool looking, but I think it was
Yeah.
a little boring.
So Thor,
A.
really, A. I was thinking maybe mid.
I didn't think it was okay. So, are we judging introductions to characters?
Like, I really feel like Chris Hemsworth didn't step into the role at least until Avengers. Like his
okay. So was
like
the first Thor movie with Anthony Hopkins' speech?
Which one? Like He Who Shall Be Worthy,
where he banishes Thor.
Yes, that's the first one.
Well, that has to put it at least in A tier.
Well, I guess it has Anthony Hopkins in it.
No, because that speech is fucking amazing. It's part of the movie. It's part of the introduction of Thor as a character. You know,
like whoever still holds his hammer, if he's be worthy,
petulant little child, you call him a spoiled little brat, and who needs to be taught a lesson.
Well, yeah, I mean that's what Thor. That's why it was supposed to humble Thor. But like, I don't know. I feel like Chris Hemsworth. I mean, Tom Hiddleston was great as Loki. I will not deny that. Like he was the perfect pick for Loki.
Absolutely.
But I feel like it took a while before Chris Hemsworth really stepped into the role as Thor. Like he was still trying to find Thor in him.
Yeah, like, apparently that continues on through every single fucking movie. Thor's trying to figure out who he is. It's like again, another movie, Thor: Love and Thunder. Fuck that movie.
Hey, I like.
It's almost like we should start at the bottom, at the end of the list of movies, because those are the easiest ones. Where do you put this one at the bottom? What about this one at the bottom? This one at the bottom.
I mean, there's still the Spider-Man movies, which are at the bottom, but not actually at the bottom.
No, I mean, say where do you put the Marvels? In the trash.
Anyway, so I mean, look, I didn't hate the movie. I just thought it had like it had a lot of weak points in it. Like I felt like the scenes with the humans dragged on a little too
mid.
Yeah, that's it's of the like the first like I'm gonna put Phase 1 at like Avengers. Like that's where I don't think that's where Phase 1 ends. I'm not sure. I think that's but like from Avengers. And all the way to the beginning of Iron Man 1, Thor is my least favorite of all the movies.
Of all the introductory movies, correct.
Yes.
Same here. But I don't think it was bad. I would say so I would put it at all right then. I gotta agree with Steve then.
Put him at the bottom of all right.
I think it's better than mid. I think it's better than mid.
So bottom of all right.
Yeah, bottom of all right.
All right, I can concede to that. Just of all the introductory movies, it's my least favorite of them all.
Yeah.
So
I still think it did a decent job with introducing Thor as a character. How he got from how he is in Asgard as pretty much a spoiled child, thinking he can get away with whatever hell he wants to because I'm the big badass, and Odin having to put his ass in his place, banishing him until he can become worthy. So. That's why I would put it above mid.
So character development is what you're saying.
Essentially, yeah. Good. Remember that thing? Good character development? Does anybody remember that? Apparently, there's a bunch of Nielsen ratings have come out recently that more and more people are watching older shit, older movies, older TV shows. And apparently, YouTube content is showing up more and more on people's TVs over terrestrial television and movies. Like people are watching other people, like idiots like us, streaming or in videos and stuff on their television instead of on their computers or phones or
I put YouTube on my TV from time to time.
Yeah, so do I. Mostly because it's the entertaining thing that's on. I try to get the kids to watch fucking HBO or something like that, and it's like, yeah, fuck whatever. But yeah, Nielsen ratings have come out. YouTube is gaining over cable TV. It's like fucking hell. Anyway, let's continue.
So the next up, Captain America, the first Avenger.
Ooh, I really,
I think it should at least go in A tier.
Dude, I'm kind of voting for S tier because I liked it. I loved it. Showing Steve Rogers, his character again. Maybe it's my bias for the introduction of these characters and establishing them, their motivations, like.
Well, you think it's another foundational building block to the MCU?
Absolutely. Not just the MCU, but like to the MCU and to Captain America as a character, even though they fucked him up later on. I would.
Yeah,
I
no,
vote for F here. That's my vote.
I think they did a better job. I know this is gonna sound weird, but I think they did a better job in Captain America giving us a Superman character without giving us a Superman character.
That's who Captain America is supposed to be.
Like I feel like, I feel like this was like a better. Like I don't hate Henry Cavill. You know I don't hate Henry Cavill, but I feel like Captain America did a better job portraying the American goody two shoe boy as like kind of the Superman role better than Henry Cavill did in Superman or Man of Steel. Yeah, you know what? I can agree with you on that. I didn't think
slow motion stuff,
but I think it should go below Iron Man 1.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, Iron Man's number one GOAT, period. Yeah, sorry. First Iron Man.
I don't know. Because the next movie I would put it above it, which is the first Avengers movie.
Behind second place. Yeah.
I feel like they accomplished, this is a movie that accomplished something that no other movie had done before, like in the big box office, and they did it balanced and they did it well. Like they had so many big name actors coming in. It had so many plot points happening in this movie that actually got paid off, like, or was led to like the future parts of the movie. They didn't get paid off because they were loose ends. They get tied up in later movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like they set up the big bad for the entire rest of the phase, which was Thanos, and like they had the team actually come together in like it felt a natural way, where like they were a bit rocky at first, but then eventually they learned to be a team. And like this was what, like 10 years building up to this point. I'm pretty sure it was a 10-year gap between all 6 movies. And this was the 10-year lead up to this movie, and it didn't falter. It wasn't perfect, but neither was Iron Man 1. But it accomplished something that, like, it had such big ambitions, and it accomplished those ambitions.
So here's what we got, Steve. One thing that strikes against Avengers being above Iron Man: if you didn't see Captain America, you didn't have the Tesseract information, didn't see Thor. Wait, what? Didn't get Loki. It started to trend having to see everything else. Wait, what?
He's saying the strike against is that it started the trend that if you had to watch everything prior to this movie,
you had to do a lot of homework.
Not really. I really feel like since Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, and Hulk are big name characters, and Loki, you didn't have to watch them. Yeah, you would have missed some personal stuff, but like who these characters are. Like this is before they made Tom Hiddleston's Loki a good guy. He was just Loki being Loki.
I'm just trying to think. Would I want to put Avengers, which is a fantastic movie, above Iron Man?
And I think Tony. Robert Downey Jr. did a better Tony. Like he was really comfortable in his Tony role at this point.
Oh, flip a coin. Man, I think Iron Man, Avengers over Iron Man. It's really close, but I'll go with you on this one. I mean, it's really close. It's so fucking close for me.
Again, like that's my argument. Is like this could have been a huge flop. Like having all these people in this movie,
and the like culmination. I'll give you this one. The culmination of multiple story arcs coming together in a coherent, well done, understandable, like essentially the finality of one arc. So yeah,
and it worked.
It worked. Yeah.
It didn't it set up something big, and I know it had huge shoes and expectations to fill, and it filled those shoes.
And it pulled it off. So okay, yeah, I'll give it to you.
Yeah, I think it's
very close. Iron Man very close behind it, but yeah, what it managed to pull off.
No,
Is that
that
Iron
is
Man
Iron
3?
Man 3.
Yeah, put that fucking somewhere else. I don't even want to talk about that fucking
Tony
movie.
aside,
Fuck that
I was
movie.
pissed off that they did what they did to the Mandarin.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Where you want to put that? At the bottom?
I'm gonna put it in. I would say not trash, but
Oh,
pretty
you better
bad.
put that one, at least one more down.
In trash?
That movie was trash. That movie was fucking garbage. What they did to Pepper, how they portrayed Tony's PTSD, it just could have done it so much better. And then what they fucking did to the Mandarin, get fucked, movie.
I mean, yes, I agree.
God.
I absolutely hate what they did to the Mandarin. I was
Absolutely.
so pissed
You
off.
brought fucking Ben Kingsley into a fucking movie to play a role that it's just like, God, I was so excited when I saw him in the trailer. I'm like, holy shit, they're doing this shit. And then I'm just a fucking comedy actor. I'm a joke. Fuck off. No.
Well, you know what? I convinced you to put Avengers above Iron Man. I'll concede
trash. That movie was trash. I would
now.
God.
Well, what about Thor 2, The Dark World?
I didn't see
it. It didn't. It had some good moments in it. I think
is that
it
the
belonged.
Is that the one with the Dark Elves, or was that Ragnarok?
Yes, that's the one with the Dark Elves.
I didn't hear anything good about it.
I would either put it in mid or pretty bad. That's where I'm wanting to put those two.
Well, like I said, I'm
just gonna put it in mid because like the action scenes were good and they had some fun cameos. Like there's a scene where Loki pretends to be Chris Evans, like not Chris Evans, Captain America. Like I enjoyed that scene, and there were some other scenes.
When
in the
did
movie.
He pretend to be? When was he masquerading as Odin?
That was the end of it. Loki fakes his death in this movie, and then he pretends to be Odin. It's not a terrible movie, but it's not a great movie. It's average. I'll give it that.
Yeah. Thor, like the Thor movies, I
love Ragnarok.
Some of the Marvel movies that came out at a time where I wasn't really watching a lot of movies. I had kind of broken away from Marvel and shit. I can't remember. I genuinely can't remember what I was doing at the time.
Well, what about the Winter Soldier?
At least in A tier, bare minimum. That was.
I was gonna say we'll put it in amazing. I think it belongs in A tier as well.
Absolutely bare minimum, like top of amazing, either top of amazing or somewhere in S tier. It's good. It was just well done.
It was a really good street level movie.
Yes, which it would be nice if Marvel fucking got back to that. More grounded, down to earth fucking theater. Shit. Yeah.
Now, I don't have really much. I don't think we really have to discuss it. I think we're pretty agreeance on it that being in an A tier. It's a good movie, good action sequence, the dialogue. There wasn't many things wrong with the movie.
Chat disagrees. I think the chat wants it in S tier.
I don't think it belongs in S tier. I think it should be at least I'm giving it an A tier because I don't think it goes. It doesn't hit that note, that same note that Iron Man, Avengers, and Captain America did. The first Captain America.
Oh, but then where do you put Civil War though?
We'll get to that when we get to that. Because next,
we got to talk about this because I know where I'd want to put Civil War.
That's 3 movies away. We'll get to it.
This is gonna light up the chat. Okay, what's next?
I think this next one should go into S tier because it really opened up the space side of the Marvel. That's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1.
Oh, fucking put that at the top. That was fantastic. That was fucking great. It took characters nobody knew any goddamn thing about. Maybe not
above Iron Man. I was
fuck no, not above Iron Man. It was
between Iron Man and Captain America, or at the bottom of S tier.
I'll put it at the bottom for now.
So you
But
think so you want to put it below Captain America?
It belongs in S tier because it was a movie that took a bunch of characters and nobody knew who the fuck they were. It gave them interesting stories, interesting characters, a dynamic like what the fuck was that?
Hold on. I'm adding a row. Hold on.
You're adding a row?
Yeah. Hold on.
Oh, good lord. What, the goat?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, because I'm seeing a pattern here of we're gonna put some stuff in S tier. So I want to at the end of it we'll decide.
So some movies are going to be in S tier. Some are going to be
only one.
Only one. Oh boy, only one. One movie to rule them all. Oh boy.
But anyway, so just because I feel like we're not getting that nice bell curve, so if we're gonna keep putting shit in S, then we're gonna have to have a tier above it to really stand out. I'll tell you, I will leave with this: only the movies that will go into S can be nominees for the GOAT.
Well, fucking duh.
Anyway, I think okay. So this next movie, it didn't. I know people not hate on this movie, but people did not enjoy it as much as the first one. Avengers: Age of Ultron. I fucking love this movie. I thought the action scenes in it were great. I'm not saying it belongs in S tier, but I think it should at least be in A tier. Because
it definitely does not belong in S tier, but it definitely not in mid.
I think it's still better than the second Iron Man movie, the Thor movie, and the Hulk movie. And personally, yes. I liked it a lot more than Captain America's Winter Soldier.
You liked it more than Winter Soldier?
Because I mean, I like when they all come.
I can't agree with you on that one.
That's fine. I still think it belongs at least in A.
Bottom of A.
That's fine. That's fine. Now we move on.
Never above Winter Soldier.
Now we move on to Ant-Man. The first Ant-Man.
Mid.
Really? I thought it was all right.
Yeah.
I like Paul Rudd as Scott Lang.
Paul Rudd as Paul Rudd?
Well, yeah. But I like Paul Rudd as an actor. And I think he's funny. But the one thing I hated about this movie is they didn't do Hank Pym. They went with Scott Lang. Like, I feel like it should have started with Hank Pym. And maybe eventually move to Scott Lang. Because I in the comics, I love Hank Pym's. And I think the reason why Disney didn't want to do it because Hank Pym has a very similar story to Tony Stark. Like, he starts off, he's a super genius who has a drinking problem.
Genius. Sorry.
And then, granted, and then, so it's kind of fucked up. But like in the comics, when Ant-Man, Hank Pym got drunk, he would beat his wife, Janet. He did eventually overcome all that. But so that I could see why they didn't want to put Hank Pym as the lead in this movie again, because they also probably didn't want to try and do a copy of Tony Stark, because that's basically what he is, but he's what he. People, I can see people confusing like, oh, it's just another genius who made a suit who has an alcohol problem. I can see the normies saying something like that. I think it should go in all right. If not, it should go in the bottom of all right.
All right.
But I mean, if you want to put it in mid, we can put it in mid too.
Bottom of all right.
All right. Well, here you go. Here's the moment you were looking forward to. Captain America, Civil War, or really realistically, Avengers 3, honestly. If we're being honest, it was fucking Avengers 3.
Yeah. So we got to figure out. One of the major talking points in Civil War surrounded Bucky Barnes, right?
I mean, he was one of the big plots of the movie, yes.
Introduced in Winter Soldier.
Correct.
So, Civil War was fantastic. Where do you put it in relation to Winter Soldier?
I would put it. I would put it at least above. I think it should go in S, maybe. But I mean, if you wanted to put it in A, I can concede the top of A.
Top of A or bottom of S? Civil War was fantastic. I just
also introduced Spider-Man, which I know that at the time everybody
oh, that
was,
was so
I
funny.
remember that being like the hype was Spider-Man. Because everybody's finally like Spider-Man's finally in the MCU after,
and yet everything else happening in the movie was more interesting and more riveting than Spider-Man showing up. It's like, oh,
hey, look,
but
Tom Holland's
oh god, no! When fucking Winter Soldier punches Spider-Man, he just catches it. It's like, oh, cool, you have a metal arm, and
that was Spider-Man.
Like, what the hell?
That was Spider-Man.
You can't fusion. Okay, S tier.
You can't tell me that wasn't Spider-Man. Now, just go above Guardians. Or above Captain America?
No.
Below Iron Man?
Below Captain America.
Really? You want to put that below Captain America?
Yeah. I am biased towards the introductory movies. I am biased towards those movies. Yes, deal with it.
Also, I really like the scene you're talking about, the Spider-Man. Like, it shows to show you that Spider-Man. I love that. Like, he could at any point probably could have flattened out Bucky. Because like, if he really, because Spider-Man is supposed to be like he is ridiculously strong, but he chooses to hold back because he's trying to be the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Because he doesn't want to kill anybody.
No, I'm not saying Bucky would have gotten his ass outright handed because he is a super soldier and he has literally decades upon decades of experience. Now, granted, Spider-Man didn't have a Spidey sense at this point. At least I don't think he did because they addressed that in Spider-Man 2.
No, apparently I thought there was something that they couldn't use the Spidey sense so much, like the tingling. It was like it's something with Sony or some stupid shit. I don't know, but he had Spidey sense.
Well.
No, it affected his reflexes,
Yeah. But I like that scene because like it just shows that like if Spider-Man really wanted to hurt somebody, he could have. But all he was really doing was like he was playing defense the whole time. Except when Cap dropped a tankard on him and he had to force Spider-Man to hold it up. But anyway.
Hold on. Whoa. Wait. I don't like that I missed it. I missed the joke. Mind control. Hold on. So what is this? I would make a joke about that, but it's a dirty one. I'm not sure if Kilted would approve. Wait. Ark, you're not sure if I would approve of a dirty joke. Really? Okay.
Well, then we move on to like a new character introduced entirely to the MCU, which is Doctor Strange.
The metal arm Bucky has. Oh no, see. Oh Lord have mercy.
I think this movie should at least be
okay. What movie? Doctor
Strange.
Ooh, Doctor Strange.
I think should at least be in B tier. It wasn't like it was a good movie. It was a good movie. I don't see it as amazing. I think it tried to do a lot of cool things. I think it tried to do a lot more than what the movie was ready for. Like, I mean, it was still introduce us into the mystical side of Marvel. I think it should be at least the top of all right. Or at the bottom of amazing, honestly.
Introductory movie, give it a point. Bottom of amazing.
Okay.
At best.
Yeah. I like the movie a lot. You know,
see now Frost is reminding me of how they did Mordo and all of a sudden he's going around. Drop that down. I see. It's like Doctor Strange as a character. I like the character. I like some of the stuff that they did with it, but then how they handled Mordo and the loop that they did with the bad guy in the Ultra Dimension or whatever. Dormammu.
You don't like what they did with Dormammu?
I don't mind what they did with Dormammu, but what they did with Mordo was just like fucking what? You're going around distilling magic and all that, and then they never did. And they started, they set something up and then flushed it down the toilet. That, I
didn't mind the time looping. I thought that was a show on how smart Doctor Strange was. Like,
like I said, I didn't mind that. I didn't mind that at all. That's not the complaint I have. The complaint I have is they.
To be fair, I was never really that into the Doctor Strange comics growing up. So like, I didn't know who Mordo was. Like, only person I really knew who was in the movie was Doctor Strange and Dormammu. Those are the two that I knew
who Dormammu was. I just watched the movie for itself.
Well, here's another movie that some people would, I think, should go into S, and it should go above its original, which is Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I think it took what they did in the first movie and they amped it up.
No, I don't think it was better than the first one.
Really?
No, I don't. Nope.
Why not?
I didn't find it all that interesting. It's just, I just, what the hell?
But it's Mary Poppins, y'all.
Since y'all want it, hold on. Okay, Ark. All right. Glad I put that on the screen. Yeah, let Buggy choke me with that metal arm of his. Kinky.
I mentioned the arm vibrates too.
Oh shit! There you go. Doesn't get probably doesn't get tired either. No cramping, ladies.
And hey, he probably has to oil it so it's always lubricated.
Oh, nice and smooth too. You don't have those rough edges and everything. No fingernails. How far are we going with this?
Well, I mean, it might close them up because it's metal. So unless it's heated, it's always going to be cold.
Oh God, runs on D cell batteries. Oh my God.
You know how they give the finger positions for foreplay, the names, like, there's the rocker, the showstopper, all that stuff. If he has if he has electric tips in his fingers,
you wouldn't have to. It's metal, so you just put like the shit up his shoulder, and yeah. Oh my God, this is getting bad, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So
where do you want to put? Look, I mean, I liked it more.
I can't put. I cannot. I would not put it above Guardians of the Galaxy 1. I don't think it.
Where you wanted to put it? You wanted to put it in all amazing, all right, mid. I don't think it should be any. I don't think I can go any lower than all right for Guardians 2.
Agreed. Top of all right or bottom of amazing.
I think we should.
What's it better? Well, hold on.
Did you enjoy it more than Doctor Strange? Did you enjoy it more than Age of Ultron? I will say I enjoyed Age of Ultron vastly much more than this movie.
Yeah, leave it where
again. I like the Avengers a lot more than the Guardians. That's probably a bias. You having trouble breathing over there with your COVID ass?
No. I think all this laughing is exercise from our lungs, so I'm getting better. This is doing better. Okay, so don't encourage. Don't encourage. Just keep going. Okay.
Spider-Man: Homecoming. I think this should probably go, and then no pun intended, but
amazing.
but I don't think it goes above Avengers, but I think it goes above Doctor Strange.
Yes, agreed.
I liked it a lot more than Doctor Strange. I think Tom Holland and Michael Keaton's chemistry was really good as hero and villain in this movie, and I thought there was a lot of funny moments in this movie. Now, I know you're gonna disagree with me, but God, I love this movie. I think it should go into S, and I just fucking loved it. But and I know people hated it. I know some people hate for the comedy.
You keep missing the whole part of I can't see these icons. So
Thor Ragnarok.
Didn't see it. So
didn't see. God, it's such a good movie. I think it's like the perfect level of seriousness and comedy with Thor. I know people hate the comedy side of Thor, but I think if it's done right, this movie was what I thought was like
S tier. I don't know.
I know people would castrate me for putting it in S tier, but God, I love this movie. I fucking loved it. I think even like the scenes of the Hulk being funny. Like I know people want Hulk to be serious, but like he did things that Hulk would do. Like if you haven't seen it, there's a scene near the end of the movie where Surtur, the giant fire, the fire giant, like burst out of Asgard's palace, and the first thing Hulk does is run straight forward and like punches him in the face, and he like picks Hulk off like a flea and flings him across back to the Rainbow Bridge that is the Bifrost. And it's just Hulk was like getting back up and get ready to fight again. Like, it's Hulk being Hulk. And I loved it. And I think the comedy with the Thor, I don't like what they did with Valkyrie. This is that's like the thing I hate the most about this. Is like, well, there's two things I hate about this movie.
Put it in A tier.
I think it should go above Avengers.
Oh, God.
What?
Fine, I'll compromise.
You don't think it goes above Avengers?
No, I don't think it. No, I don't think one of that movie. No.
So what? Below Avengers?
Kate Blanchett. Kate Blanchett's in.
Yeah, she's Lady Death, or she's not Lady Death. No, I'm sorry. No, she's Hela. My bad.
Don't let me finish. Yes, I'm aware of that. But Kate Blanchett is in the Borderlands movie,
which I haven't played any of the games, so I have no prior knowledge or like opinion on Borderlands because I haven't played it.
The character of Valkyrie is moronic at best because they call her King Valkyrie, which is like you're disregarding the value of the title of queen, trying to claim that queen is a lesser position than a king. It's like, well, fucking, you're insulting women.
Yes.
Anyway,
yeah. Thing is, I hate it. I don't like
that trailer. Oh, I thought it was okay, Frost. Except for the whole claptrap shitting out bullet casings. That was so fucking retarded.
I don't like that they changed Hela to be Odin's daughter in this. That it bugs the piss out of me. It's a comic book inaccuracy and also a Nordic inaccuracy. Hela is the daughter of Loki. She was not Thor and Loki's sister. She was Loki's daughter. And then I don't like that they race changed Valkyrie, like a Nordic. I don't think people from someone from the. I know that it's a mystical realm where they're technically not Nordics, but they are of the Nordic religion, where all the Valkyries were Amazonian blonde women with blue eyes, like big tall, buff mommy warrior women. Like, hey, don't look at me like that. That's a proper term for Valkyries. My fiance looked at me like, really? Like, you just said that?
What about Valkyrie?
That Valkyrie, that Valkyrie should have been, the big, tall, blonde, blue eyes, super strong mommy warrior.
Oh yeah, You're correct.
They're basically Amazonians, but with blonde hair and blue eyes. Whereas Amazonians in DC have black hair and brown eyes. But anyway, like, Valkyries were nothing to be fucked with. They were one of the I love Valkyries in the Nordic stuff and in the MCU. Like, Valkyrie in the MCU is a lot better than not MCU, the comics, than the MCU.
Oh God, fucking Russo just sent me this. Orion's belt is a big waste of space.
Yes, I know the Amazons were based on the Greeks. But the Valkyries are basically the Amazonians of the Nordic religion.
See, that joke makes me angry. Orion's belt is a big waste of space.
I mean, there's nothing in between, so he's not incorrect. Anyway, moving on. I didn't care for this movie. I felt it was preach. I felt that this is where they started putting a lot of the ideological bullshit into Marvel, which was Black Panther, the first one.
Didn't watch it.
I think it is mid at best.
Ooh, you racist pig! You're gonna piss off a lot of people.
I don't give a shit who I piss off.
The things that I heard, like some of the stuff that I heard about Black Panther, just made me roll my eyes because you have metal buildings with thatch roofs and a technologically advanced civilization hiding behind a massive wall. And as soon as you get past the wall, everything's dirt and mud and bullshit. And it's like, no, then like none of that makes any sense whatsoever. So
I think this is probably going to cause controversy amongst people who hear this. If anyone,
the popularity of the movie was because of
the color of their skin.
It was when it was released. It could have been so much better. Sorry, but
wasn't it released around the time that the cops killed that one dude? It was I'm pretty sure this was around the time the Black Lives Matter movement happened.
No, God, no. It was it was before that. No.
Honestly, like the best character from these movies,
Chadwick Boseman.
No, I was gonna say the guy who plays Mbambu, or the gorilla guy. He's my favorite part of both of those movies.
Still, Chadwick Boseman was awesome.
Yes, Chadwick Boseman was a great casting for Black Panther. And obviously very sad that what happened to him.
Yeah. And still, fucking badass Chad till the end. Didn't tell anybody what was going on with him.
I think they should have respected his wishes and recasted him. But
heaven forbid Disney would know how to fucking handle a character like that. We're gonna we're gonna kill the character off screen. Like fuck off. And we're gonna we're gonna replace it with fucking recast the character
Anyway, I didn't care for the movie. I thought it was this way that they started putting a lot of the ideological bullshit that they have with modern day Marvel.
I don't know. I don't think Black Panther was ideologically driven. It was just
it definitely was. You haven't seen the movie.
It was Black Panther. No, it was Black Panther. It was a movie about Black Panther. Wakanda. Yes.
Yeah, but Killmonger. Killmonger was the one bringing the ideological bullshit into this movie.
But how though? He wanted to take over, and
he wanted to take over because he didn't like how it's basically he was basically Black Lives Matter. He
just wanted to be an ethno state. There was no Black Lives Matter when this fucking movie came out.
I'm saying like I'm not saying there was. I'm just saying he was the embodiment of that.
He was the embodiment of a racist ethno state that he wanted Wakanda to be. T'Challa wanted to branch out, right? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. T'Challa wanted to branch out.
He believes so Killmonger wanted to be like, no, we're superior to everybody, and they mistreat us because the color of our skin. They mistreat us because the color of our skin. And our people out there suffer to the white man, and we need to take our technology and go prove to them that we're better.
Oh.
He wanted to conquer the world because he believes that they were superior to everybody. T'Challa wanted to reveal themselves to the world, but also he wanted to do it to help create relationships with the world. He wanted to tear down Wakanda's borders and bring and work with the world in a peaceful manner, not go out and try and conquer it.
Oh, okay. Like I said, I don't have much of an opinion because I didn't see the movie.
You should go. You should watch it. You should at least watch it to get the context. It's an okay movie. That's why I'm saying mid at best. Yeah, he's basically.
Okay. I'm keeping up with the chat over here. So
Killmonger was basically he wanted to what Frostfang said, kept going about Black people being oppressed and all that stuff, and then he again, I felt like he was just being preachy with the black, like he was basically that movement personified into a person. That's my personal opinion on that character, which was not the character in the comics. But anyway, we'll move on from it. We'll move on to a much better movie, which was Infinity War.
S tier.
S tier? Well, where in S tier? I agree it's also an S tier.
Let's see. Above Civil War.
But still below Captain America?
Yep. No, well, hold on. Actually,
I'm putting it in this S tier for right now, at the bottom of S tier, just because I think it should definitely go higher. But I do believe we both agree it should be an S tier.
Yeah, and I'm kind of thinking it's going to be closer to Avengers ultimately.
I think, as I was going to say, this movie also was doing the same thing Avengers did, but on a much, much larger scale.
I think that's why I'm kind of thinking is like a little bit closer to Avengers. You know,
I would put this
right
personally. Personally, I would put this above Iron Man, but below Avengers.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's like closer to Avengers, just not ahead of it. Yep.
It was a great movie. No, I have very little bad things to say about it. I think Thanos.
And then Endgame shit the bed. Fucking stupid. Fucking God, Jesus Christ.
Anyway. I think Josh Brolin absolutely knocked it out of the park as a villain for as Thanos.
Yeah.
He was kind of he did play a little on the sympathetic villain, but he showed no remorse on killing because he was like, no, what I believe is the right way to fix this universe. I know it's kind of is in a way it's a similar thing to being ideological, but he didn't make it about politics or race. He was just like, no. He
kind of hated Endgame. Oh, yeah. Okay, Endgame. Yeah, never mind.
Thanos was I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm accomplishing my goal no matter what, without it being about I'm trying to erase.
Dustin, how you doing, man? Thank you for joining us.
I love Josh Brolin as Thanos. Now I don't like what they did with the Hulk. That's one of my biggest gripes about that movie.
Yeah.
They
should oh God, not giving the Hulk. It should have been fucking Hulk beating Thanos' ass. Anyway.
To be fair, Hulk has never beaten Thanos in the comics single-handedly. But in the comics, Thanos does say that he actively avoids fighting the Hulk because he's not afraid to fight him, but he knows that the longer he fights the Hulk, the harder the fight will become. Now, the one thing I hated most about this movie is that they used the Hulk as a stepping stone for Thanos to be like, this is how dangerous this person is. Because that's basically what they did with that. That's the reason why they had Thanos defeat the Hulk so easily. It's like, if he could beat the Hulk this easily, what hope do the other Avengers have? But and there's other things that I didn't care for in the movie. But all in all, it's still a fantastic movie. But anyway, we'll move on from that, and we'll talk about more. We'll talk about these top movies later, and we're trying to decide the GOAT. But Ant-Man and the Wasp. In between Infinity War and Endgame.
Unfortunately, did not see it. Yeah, no, get all frustrated and everything.
Putting all the pressure on me, man, for these movies. I think it was mid. It was mid. Wasn't terrible. Wasn't great.
Mid. You mean the Wasp Man? The Wasp Man. Yeah, the beginning of the sidelining of the male, the predominantly male characters movies.
I think it was mid.
It was, yeah.
And you're starting to see a pattern where we're starting to move these later movies like down lower in the.
Boy.
So, because I know your favorite MCU character's coming up, which is the first movie she appeared in, Captain Marvel.
Shit, trash. Bye. Moving on.
I do agree. It should go in. Now, should it go below or above Iron Man 3?
Below. No, okay. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. Oh, okay. Yeah, trash. Below. T-rash.
Now, move on to. Apparently, you had a very negative opinion about it, but Endgame.
It could have been so much fucking better. My God. Fucking Captain America, he would not have done that. Fuck off. Steve Rogers would not have done that. Kiss my fucking ass. There's no giving up.
What do you mean giving up?
He quit. He fucking quit. Sorry. He quit.
Quit what?
Okay, so we're on Endgame, right?
Yes.
This is Endgame we're talking about. He went back in time and stayed there.
Yeah, to be with the person he loved.
He quit. He quit.
I mean, to be fair, they were.
You mean to tell me that he went back in time and did absolutely nothing, did nothing, instead of what he knew was the right thing to do and go back to the time that he was supposed to go to.
I mean, to be fair, the reason why this was all happening is because Chris Evans' contract was ending. That's basically the whole reason why this happened.
Recast the fucking character. The character is not the actor outside of Robert Downey Jr. Okay? Sorry. Like, so they fucked up with the blip. They fucked up with Captain America. It was just.
Well, I agree that I enjoyed Infinity War more than Endgame, and I don't think it should go above Ragnarok, Spider-Man, maybe above Doctor Strange, but I think it should go above Guardians 2 and the top of All Right.
I was voting for mid.
Mid, huh?
The massively missed opportunities. Okay, but okay, so
I say it gave a lot of characters some really good moments.
The fight scene at the end. Okay,
oh yeah, you can't.
That takes it above mid. So go ahead.
I think it should at least go to the top of All Right.
Mid, bottom, no,
or a bottom of Amazing.
Mid, no. Oh, fuck off with that shit.
A lot of characters have some really good ending arcs.
Top of all,
and then
but then you had the fucking girl boss moment that made absolutely no sense whatsoever, because that's not.
The thing is, I know you might disagree with me.
Goddamn movie!
I know.
Why did they do any of this shit? Fuck Captain Marvel and what? You're even showing up in the fucking movie at all.
Point is,
where's Spider-Man going? He's not going off somewhere else to get the fuck away from it. Doctor Strange, and then all of a sudden, all the girls show up in the same place at the same time on the fucking battlefield. That's not how battlefields fucking work. All because you wanted this moment. Oh, spectacle over substance.
You know what? It did have a terrible girl boss moment, but it also had a fantastic girl boss moment when Wanda confronted Thanos. That was a great moment.
I don't even know who you are.
Oh, you will. That was a great fucking strong woman moment. You can't tell me that wasn't.
But it was earned.
Oh no, it was definitely earned.
Unlike Captain Marvel.
Yeah, well, they established Wanda as a very powerful. She was strong enough to destroy an Infinity Stone. She destroyed the Infinity Stone inside of Vision's head at the end of Infinity War. It established how powerful she was.
Thanos just went reverse time. Fuck off.
Well, that's because he had the Time Stone. He kind of could.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was a great scene. I don't know why they needed the scene with Captain Marvel and all the other women standing around her.
It was kind of good that Thanos headbutted the stupid bitch.
Yeah, but she didn't feel it. Remember, she smiled at him for it.
Next movie.
The next movie being Far From Home. Spider-Man.
Didn't watch enough of it. Still thought it was pretty good. I mean, I didn't watch enough of it. So
I didn't get to see it in theaters because I missed the chance to go see it in theaters. I have watched it on unfortunately with a shaky cam on my computer.
not shaky.
That's how I had to watch it, unfortunately. I don't think it was as good as Spider-Man 1.
Mm-mm.
But I do think it was better than Doctor Strange.
So what?
I like Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio. And I like Tom Holland as Spider-Man.
I don't think it was amazing.
You gonna put it above Endgame?
Sure, why not? Because I definitely don't think it was as bad as Endgame.
Now we're starting to get past the end of because that was the last movie of Phase 3. I think Endgame and Spider-Man was into Phase 3.
Steve, you're terrible.
Now this the show, we're getting to this. Now we're getting to the Disney Plus shows. I think the first half of this show saves it from going lower than mid.
Oh, yes, but you have to take the entire thing in context. It was.
I would put it above Black Panther. I think like it was the opening, the first half of the show had me hooked. Like I was wondering what the fuck's going on. What are they going to introduce?
And then it shit the bed, which means it's shit the bed. It's still shit the bed. Shit the bed is shit the bed is shit the bed.
I still think it belongs in at least mid. But I can say since we don't have anything in it, I think because we don't have anything in it right now, I think we could put it in. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna put Black Panther in
pretty bad.
Pretty bad, just to put WandaVision in front of it because I enjoyed WandaVision so much more than Black Panther.
Oh wait, what's up next? Bucky and the Winter Soldier or fucking Captain? Yeah, fuck that.
Captain, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Pretty bad or trash?
Trash. It's more fucking stupid ass piss poor writing. Like
now above or below Captain
We're gonna
Marvel.
we're gonna go into a bank and try to get a loan, and I'm gonna get denied. No, motherfucker, you just saved the goddamn world. Everyone's throwing fucking money at you. You're not being denied a goddamn loan. Fuck that shit. Oh my god, you have to do better, Senator. No, asshole, you're the hero. Anyway.
So
and
above
two
or
cops
below
show up who don't know who the fuck these guys are. Are you fucking serious? Is there a problem here, sir? To the white guy, what are you retarded?
Yeah, no. Sam Wilson's face would be all over the news.
Sam Wilson would be everywhere. Bucky Barnes would be everywhere. Oh, that's Falcon. He is a fucking hero. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Above or below Captain Marvel? Well, we're agreeing it goes in the trash.
Oh, above. Fuck. I don't.
Who do you hate? Who do you hate more? Now, I will give it this. It had some pretty good choreography scenes, like fight choreography scenes in it. Some scenes were pretty good.
You had a terrorist who they didn't want to fucking call a terrorist. God, that shit, trash. Fucking put it wherever the fuck you want in trash.
I would put it above Captain Marvel because I enjoyed it more than Captain Marvel. I don't like what they did with Captain Marvel. She's so much better in the comics than what she is. The older comics, not the newer comics, the older comic. Anyway, Loki season 1. You didn't watch it, but there's no Loki season 2 in this, so we're gonna mold season 1 and 2 into one.
Season 1 and season 2, mid. I'm willing to go mid because it had its moments.
I agree, and I'll put it at the top.
Now I'm thinking no, fuck.
I think I should go at the top of mid.
No. I can't do that anymore. I just remembered what they did to Loki's character. Fuck that show. I can't. I'll. It's pretty bad. They fucked over Loki as a character. They totally ruined his character. He's not going to change his mind because of some fucking flashback video bullshit. Kiss my fucking ass. Sorry. Not from when they pulled him out of the timeline. Okay? Not. bottom. Just fucking.
We will put. I think it should still go above Black Panther.
Yeah. Just that. Ugh.
Now I think we can agree.
What is that?
Trash. Black Widow.
Fuck that movie. Good Lord. I'm gonna smash.
I'll put it above. I'll put it above Captain Marvel as I don't like Captain Marvel.
Oh, fuck Captain Marvel. Fuck both of those movies. Holy
now
crap.
I think this movie could have been so much better. It could have even been an amazing if they stuck if they'd done it before Endgame and they had made it a spy thriller movie instead of a Marvel action movie.
If they would have done what everyone was hoping for and have it the Bucharest incident between
her and Hawkeye.
Yeah. Oh, and Frostbite bars up. Taskmaster. That fucking stupid shit. Oh my god, that pretty much everything.
Now,
it's like all the rest of this shit is going to be at the bottom of the list.
No, because next up is now we're going to combine season 1 and 2. What if? And we have to take. We're gonna have to put the good with the bad because they don't have.
Okay, as a grand total with the ongoing story arc of Captain Carter, that some of it was okay.
So all right.
Yeah, I kind of got to say all right.
Now where do you want to put it?
Yes, Frostfang. Okay, where would I put it in? Somewhere in the middle. Yes, Frostfang. What if is unnecessary, just like the What If comic books are. They were absolutely unnecessary. There's no denying that.
But some can be fun.
I absolutely fucking love. I loved the Doctor Strange episode in season 1.
The zombies is my favorite.
The zombies is your favorite. I enjoyed that one too. The What If series, you have to take an individual case by case, episode by episode basis outside of the, and the animation. I did
like the finale of season 1 of What If with like they had the team versus Ultron. I thought the concept of Ultron getting the Infinity Stones was pretty cool. It was dumb that he killed Thanos right away, but he did kill Thanos with an Infinity Stone, so I'll give him that.
Yes, Frostfang. No, it did not need to exist. Neither did any of the What If comics. That's the whole point of side stories of What If. I think some of the episodes they did not handle the concept of What If very well. But all in all, I don't think it was that bad. Like I said, somewhere in like where we put it, somewhere in the middle of all right. Yeah. I enjoyed enough of the episodes where I don't, Now I enjoyed enough of it,
Yeah, there was enough good to keep it out of mid. I feel like there's some really banger episodes in this show that I really enjoyed. Now
they're supposed to be season 3, so it wouldn't surprise me if they do a Captain Hydra. So what if
like Peggy Carter versus Captain Hydra?
Well, no. What if? Oh God, no! Fuck! No! Stop with the Captain Carter. Okay, just stop with the Captain Carter, please. God, stop with the Captain fucking Carter. Do a what if situation of what if the Nazis would have succeeded when they were going after the serum, and instead of Bucky, it was Steve Rogers that got brainwashed. So I think that they could do something interesting like that. But there's nothing. I mean, it's not part of the MCU. It's not canon. So it's just little side stuff, side dimensions, alternate stuff that was just fun.
The only person who links it to the canon of the MCU is the Watcher.
Yeah, and Bucky Barnes versus Captain Wolfenstein. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Well, we'll get to the wolf in a little while, but we'll go to the next movie.
Stop yawning, motherfucker. What are you doing?
I've had a long day, all right?
Yeah, so did I, bitch.
Shang-Chi.
Fuck that movie. I don't care. You can stick it wherever the fuck you want to.
I think it at least belongs at the bottom of mid.
Oh my God, no.
Hey, some of the actors were really good in there. Like the father, he was my favorite part of the movie. I don't care what anyone says. Shang-Chi's father, and I'm glad that people hate it, but I was hoping
we're about to start getting into like fucking She-Hulk and shit. Holy shit!
Yes, we are. So enjoy it while it lasts, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. Look. I really think that the father was the best part of this movie.
All right.
But anyway, Eternals.
Fucking trash.
Really? I think it should be at least be pretty bad, not trash.
Bottom of pretty bad then.
I think it could have been great if they made a show and not a movie out of it, honestly.
It shouldn't have been made because it fucked up so many things because they don't interfere unless it's a what? What was it they only interfere with?
The deviants or whatever they're called.
Yeah, whatever they're called. And Thanos is one. It's like, well, you didn't show up. That's the problem with them introducing characters like this because it fucks up everything.
You mean late in the show or late in the series?
Late in the game, yeah, so late in the game where it's like, well, why didn't you do what? It's like because you're going to ask questions like, well, why didn't they do anything when this was there? Why didn't they do anything about this situation? Because they don't want to interfere. They only interfere when this happens. It's like, yeah, well, Thanos was an extinction level fucking event, and you did like okay. So
anyway,
I'm pretty sure you're gonna do too much cosmic level power into stories, and you're supposed to believe that they've already been there. It's like just fucking stop. The power levels are just so ridiculous.
Anyway,
half deviant, half Eternals, but yes, yeah.
So I'm pretty sure we're going to agree on this next one. Should probably go in the trash, which is Hawkeye the series.
I did not see it, so the only thing I know about it was this happy-go-lucky Christmas thing that fucked up Kingpin as a character. So
I'll put it above Black Widow and above Captain Marvel because there were some things I enjoyed about it. Like I still like Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye. I hate that they passed on the torch, but
oh god, all that shit.
And anyway. Now this was going to be a turnaround for what I thought was going to be a turnaround for the MCU because it was actually genuinely good. Spider-Man.
Spider-Man.
No Way Home.
Fucking S tier. Fuck all y'all.
I agree. It should go in S tier. Now, where do you want to put it in S tier?
Oh boy, oh boy.
You want to put it above Guardians, above Civil War, above Captain America, above Iron Man? I think I know you might disagree, but I think it should go above Iron Man. I think it should be in the top 3 contenders.
Yeah, fuck.
It did a lot of good things in this movie. I enjoyed seeing all the bad villains come back. They took bad villains from bad movies in the old movies and they made them good villains in this movie.
Made it better. I think it did a better job of handling certain things than
if Jason was here.
Doctor Strange's character was a complete and total fucking retard, but whatever.
If Jason was here, he would disagree with us.
I'm sure he would. That's okay.
But no, like that was actually something Doctor Strange would do in the comics because he makes mistakes all the time in the comics.
He's not supposed to. He's supposed to be the Sorcerer fucking Supreme. I don't care about what he ended up being in the fucking show because of the stupid fucking blip. Fuck off.
But I think it should be in the top 3 at least right now for S. Now, Moon Knight.
The first episode was fantastic, and apparently it just went downhill from there, and I couldn't watch it.
I think Moon Knight was mid.
Okay.
Because the first episode was really good. It had me hooked on the first episode. Nah, and honestly, there was some part like the later episodes at the end, like with the of course they had to force a female into it with like she was instantly she instantly learned how to use her god powers right off the back. And I guess I know Mark, which there's the 3 personalities. I can't remember all the 3 personalities, but like they've been dealing with Khonshu for a while, and he's still like they were still learning about Khonshu. She made a deal with the hippo goddess and instantly got her powers and was just instantly good at it.
Because the women are the bestest ever in the MCU. Why the fuck do you think everybody calls it the MCU?
And she fought against some guy who has been working with the evil god and has been dealing with gods his entire life, or his entire adult life, who knows how to use their powers because he was once Khonshu's avatar, but eventually got banished. Yada yada yada. Point is, I think it should at least go below Shang-Chi at the bottom of mid so far.
Okay.
Now, this movie it has mixed reviews for me. I like the Sam Raimi stuff in it, the horror element. I hate that Disney fucked with Sam Raimi's vision. I think this movie could have been a lot better if they had left it alone and do what he's going to do. He wanted to do.
Multiverse of Madness.
And that is Multiverse of Madness.
Fuck that movie. Oh my god. So many things just did not make sense in the movie, and trying to redeem Wanda Maximoff, it's like because she has imaginary kids. Holy Christ.
The reason why Disney fucked this up because they did
because they had a hand in it. They did.
Yes.
That's it.
Sam Raimi could have the stuff he was trying to do with it was I really liked the Disney side. Like so he didn't have a movie with America Chavez in it. She wasn't supposed to be in the movie. Disney forced her in because they want their young Avengers, and they forced the Illuminati in.
The Illuminati? Fuck off, movie. Trash. I agree with Steve. Top of trash.
I don't think it should go in the trash. I think it should go.
How many characters did you have to fuck up before you agree with trash? We're going to introduce the Illuminati and completely and totally ruin them as characters because what? How do they kill Captain Carter? They drop a rock on her. No, they chopped her in half.
They chopped her in half. They killed Captain Marvel with they killed Rhonda route, whatever her name was. I don't remember. Monica Rambeau.
Monica, yeah. They dropped a rock on her. I could do this all day. Fuck off. Oh boy, oh boy.
The thing is, I enjoy this movie a lot more than the Eternals and Black Panther. Like, I really enjoyed the horror elements that Sam Raimi was putting into it.
That's not enough to save piss poor writing, though. Like, you can enjoy a dumb movie, but that doesn't make it better.
So you wouldn't put it above WandaVision or Loki or Black Panther?
I would put it in the garbage.
No, if you put the top of garbage right now is Iron Man 3, Falcon and Winter Soldier, Hawkeye, Black Widow, and then Captain Marvel. Pretty bad, which is D, is top of it is WandaVision. Bottom in the middle is Loki, then it's Black Panther, then it's the Eternals.
I'm not putting it above Loki.
Fine, we'll put it above Black Panther then. Middle of pretty bad.
Hey, Pedro Pascal is Mr. Fantastic. Woohoo! Pedro Pascal is Reed Richards. No, whatever.
Well, I think I didn't care for this. I don't think you did. If I remember correctly, you didn't either. Miss Marvel.
Didn't watch it.
I think they tried to do too much too quickly, introduced a lot of characters, killed them off so they didn't fucking matter. What's her name? I like her as Kamala, but she's not enough to save the show.
Yeah, I think she's trying to save the show. She's trying
to be the fan girl.
She's a fan. So,
but I'll give it this. She's a better character than Captain Marvel, so I'll put it above Captain Marvel. So Captain Marvel's still sitting at the bottom of trash.
Uh-huh.
Now, did you watch Thor Ragnarok?
No.
How? I guess maybe you have superhero fatigue or just tired of all the Marvel stuff. So,
wait. That's what's up next? Ragnarok? I thought Love and Thunder.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not Ragnarok. Sorry. Love and Thunder. My bad. I got confused.
Oh, God.
My bad.
Love and Thunder.
I feel like Christian Bale as Gore was wasted. Like, he could have done so much more.
Absolutely fucking wasted. And just no, it's trash. It's just garbage. It's just not a good movie.
I think it should at least be the top of pretty bad. I don't think it belongs in the trash.
I don't think it belongs at the top of pretty bad. You take a character, you ruin him, and then he's jealous over Mjolnir choosing someone else. Like, what the fuck is this? Okay. Too much comedy. Fine. They're putting too much comedy in these characters, in these movies.
We can put it at the top of trash. How about that?
Yeah.
Or did you enjoy Iron Man 3 before more than Thor Love and Thunder?
If I was given the option to watch, oh God, I'd probably watch Iron Man 3 over Love and Thunder.
Now, I don't think you watched the mini series of like the little I Am Groot series.
No. So whatever.
I liked it. I thought it was just Groot being Groot. And I want to put it in, I'd like to put it in a top, not the bottom of all right, but I think you would enjoy. It's just stupid little like 5-minute shorts. And I think we'll put it at the top of mid.
Sure. She-Hulk.
Yes. One of the first shows we started reviewing on this channel. I think. Was it one of the first?
I wouldn't put it in the trash.
Wait, because it's so bad, but it's so bad it's fun kind of situation. Like you could have fun watching it if you're making fun of it.
I would almost put it. Fuck, man. So Moon Knight and Shang-Chi are mid. Yeah. And I would watch She-Hulk again before those two fuckers.
Here, you know what? I'll do this. Maybe it'll help you see better.
No, it definitely wasn't funny. No, that's fine.
Is that easier for you to see?
Well, you can't see the top now. There you go, right there. No, I could see it before. Ooh, I can't wait till we get to the next one. Where would I put She-Hulk?
There are parts of it I enjoyed and parts of it that I hated. And then there's parts that I enjoyed making fun of.
It's got to go in pretty bad because it was pretty bad. I wouldn't call it trash, but it was fucking bad.
So where do you want to put it in pretty bad?
Top mid-range pretty bad.
Below or above Loki? You know what? I think I would like to do
this. Oh God, it was so much fucking worse than Loki.
I think I would like to put Loki at the top of pretty bad.
Yeah. Let's see. What do we got there?
So you have Loki, Wanda, Multiverse of Madness, Black Panther, and Eternals.
Not as bad as Multiverse of Madness.
So you want to put it between WandaVision and Multiverse or above Wanda?
Why am I giving She-Hulk so much slack? Because it wasn't. Look, I judge things on a scale of Velma to Arcane, and She-Hulk is about 3 steps above Velma. Okay, so that's they humiliate Daredevil.
I don't think they humiliated Daredevil.
I don't like that whole walk of shame. It's like, again, I've said this before. Men don't do walks of shame. Okay.
I mean, he had a big ass smile on his face, so I don't think he felt any shame.
I don't think that was an embarrassing, humiliating scene. I just think it was stupid. Because again, he went on a walk of shame. Like men don't do that. There's not a man on the planet. And then the whole fight
that goes to Daredevil and She-Hulk. No offense to Daredevil, he couldn't beat She-Hulk. She is city level. Like she can destroy buildings with her fist. He and like the whole her clapping her hands and fucking up his ears was actually a good scene.
Yes, that made me that hurt. A person marries their dog and makes it a huge. Did I forget that episode?
I don't remember. So, where do you want to put it? Above Wanda? Below Wanda?
Oh, it was worse than Wanda.
So above multiverse.
At least WandaVision had some redeeming value in the first half of it.
So above Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, above Multiverse of Madness. Oh
Now,
God, the wedding episode. Oh God. Oh. No, I thought that was the groom. That was the groomsman. She wasn't marrying her dog, was she? No, she wasn't marrying the dog.
I don't remember. There's a lot of that show that I don't remember, honestly.
Yeah, there's reasons for that. Oh God.
Now, this one was a little gem out of the crap that Marvel's putting out.
I know. I enjoyed the fuck out of that one.
I did. I genuinely enjoyed this. I think it should go no lower than all right, but I think it should go either high to mid all right or at least low amazing.
I'm like, ooh, I enjoyed it. I like the effects that they did, the characters, the color palette. It's like they did it in black and white. Oh, Frost. I would actually recommend Werewolf by Night.
It was genuinely good. I found it to be fun. If it started delving, it started delving into like the darker side of Marvel. Like it dipped its toe into it.
I wouldn't go as far as amazing, but definitely the upper levels of all right for sure.
So where do you want to put it? Below Endgame, above? No, I can't put it above. I can't justify put it above Endgame with the. I would say below Endgame because that final scene in Endgame was the big war scene, and like the other shit they did in Endgame was still really good. But I don't think it should go any lower than all right. It belongs. It was a good watch.
I think Werewolf by Night was one of the first. I think that was one of the first movies we talked about for sure. It's you brought it up to me, and I'd never heard of it. And I watched the trailer. I was like, okay, this looks interesting. And yeah, if you haven't seen Werewolf by Night, give it a shot. Just give it a shot. It's not if you're any Marvel sort of thing. No, it's not. It pays homage to the old black and white Saturday night horror flicks with Morgo the Magnificent. And yeah, it was entertaining. And what y'all are talking about, the wedding episode with the dog, I don't think she was marrying the dog. The dog was the groomsman.
Werewolf by Night was Marvel's Halloween special.
Yeah, I mean it's not long. It's not long at all.
It's about the half the length of a movie, so you get like an hour, maybe 50 minutes and some change to this show.
Belch.
But it's a good watch. It's a genuinely a good watch. Something you want to put on like on a Halloween, like if you're trying to do like a kid safe, scary Halloween movie or show. It's a good watch. You should
trash. The Marvels trash.
Anyway, so
trash.
I genuinely think it was
Not
good.
bad.
Anyway, so next up, Wakanda Forever, and
couldn't care less.
Trash.
That shit was so fucking stupid. They disrespected Chadwick Boseman.
Trash.
The stupid fucking absolutely changing Namor as a character. Like fuck that movie.
Trash.
Garbage.
The only thing I liked about that movie was Umbambu. The gorilla guy. Anyway, the holiday special for Guardians of the Galaxy, the Christmas special.
Didn't watch it.
It was okay. It was pretty good. It was. I mean, it was mid. It was good. I would put it above Shang-Chi. It was funny. It was James Gunn level funny.
Unbaki.
Actually, no. I think I'll put this. I would put this up here. I really do think it belongs above. It was fun to watch. Like them kidnapping Kevin Bacon, trying to do Footloose. Like it was funny.
Okay.
You should watch it. I think it was. I enjoyed it. And trash. Next one.
What's that?
Ant-Man Quantumanium.
Another stupid fucking just fucking interdimensional bullshit movie that they just fucking shit.
Now above Iron Man 3, above Thor, right? Love and Thunder. Where do you want to put it?
What's that? I don't care.
I'll put it above Falcon and Winter Soldier. Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I think the lowest I'll want to go is top of all right. I loved that movie.
No, a lot of people did. It was enjoyable. It was, like, again, I always consider the Guardians movies as separate from.
And it was also it was
and-
Disney's. It was James Gunn's final fuck you to Disney because it was also Disney's first F-bomb.
Oh yeah. So go for it.
Where do you want to put it?
I didn't watch it. I just heard good. I heard good enough things about it that certain scenes were handled very well. That the bad guy was a decently done bad guy. That shouldn't.
I think we should put it above in amazing above Spider-Man.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far.
You haven't seen it yet, though.
Maybe above Doctor Strange.
Fine.
Maybe
just because you haven't seen it yet. It's a good movie. You should watch it. And then fucking trash. And then fucking trash.
And then fucking trash. Just. Are we even going? Fuck Echo. Fuck that movie. So, Secret Invasion. Why were these movies trash? Well, let's start with we like to start with Secret Invasion. Oh, fucking Secret Invasion was trash because of the absolute destruction of Nick Fury as a character. Because fuck that goddamn stupid shit. And then you go and create this awesomely, epically power leveled character who you're never going to see again. Gaia's not coming back ever. I'll bet money on it. She's not going to be in another fucking movie. God.
Unless they need like someone to take on a world ender. No. Unless Deadpool is a total restart of the MCU, which it very well could be.
Deadpool needs to be a total restart of the MCU. Recast everybody, fucking kill everybody, recast everyone, introduce the Fantastic Four and the X-Men, and just fucking go from there. Oh.
There's also talks that Josh Brolin's coming back for Thanos. They're trying to bring Thanos back as another big bad guy because Kang fell apart.
Ooh. Imagine Thanos coming back with Deadpool in a movie.
Which was great because they hate each other. They fucking hate each other.
Yes, but you have to realize you have to establish that in the movie.
Why they hate each other?
Yeah,
because Deadpool is riding Thanos' girl.
I know why.
I'm not talking to you. I'm telling the audience who doesn't know this.
Yeah, I doubt Amelia. Yeah, she's not coming back. The MCU, unfortunately, it's on a downward spiral down the toilet. Deadpool 3 is probably going to be a good movie. It's going to make a lot of money, but it's not going to save Disney. It's not going to save Marvel. People have checked out entirely too much. You have one failure after another. Echo was trash. Fucking Secret Invasion was god awful, an embarrassment to multiple characters across the board. And then add on top of that, Rhodey was a Skrull. So Rhodey, the character himself, the real Rhodey, doesn't know that Tony Stark is dead. Okay. But we don't care about that because we don't pay attention to anything that was fucking written before it.
Okay, let me ask you this. If you had to choose, if you were in charge of this, who would you have made the Skrull that was the Skrull this entire time? If you had to choose.
Fucking Nick Fury.
But Nick Fury was already a Skrull in one of the things.
Based on the piss poor writing unfortunately, it would have the retcon I would have done is had Nick Fury as a Skrull, but at what point I'm not sure, because a lot of his decisions seem like, I don't know. We make him a Skrull in this, but how far back
wasn't he a Skrull in Spider-Man? Homecoming. Fuck.
I'd have to go back and watch it. Don't know.
Jake Gyllenhaal movie, Mysterio.
Far From Home.
Far From Home. I think, wasn't he a Skrull in that?
Yeah, according to Art, yep. In Far From Home.
Okay, besides, I'm not talking about Nick Fury, I'm talking about the superheroes. If you had to pick a superhero to be one of the Skrull, who would you have picked? Who is the safest bet, I guess? Oh, Scarlett Johansson. Or Black Widow. If they hadn't fucked up Black Widow's character, then they could have easily had her come back and just. What kind of Skrull wouldn't have done? The thing with Thanos is
so the whole Black Widow sacrificing herself to get the stone would not have worked if she was a Skrull.
Why not? She's doing it to bring her people back. Because remember this. Think about this. That what Thanos didn't just affect the humans. It was a universal thing.
True.
She if this was a Skrull trying to save her people because the people were already refugees, this is a way that she could have saved her people.
Maybe so. So Joshua brings up something very interesting. How do we know Deadpool won't get woke like all the Disney crap?
Because Ryan Reynolds told them no.
That is the only thing. Oh, excuse me. That's the only thing that I could think of. Ryan Reynolds, and depending, but of course we sat there and I didn't think that Samuel L. Jackson would allow them to fuck over his character like this. But hey, money talks.
Well, supposedly they tried to interfere. Disney tried to interfere with Ryan Reynolds' project, and he told them, "Fuck you! I'm taking my stuff and I'm walking." And they couldn't have made the movie without him, so they had to bend the knee to Ryan.
Yeah. So I mean, ultimately, we don't know. But I hold out hope. Crossing my fingers and hoping.
Ryan Reynolds owns his own phone company. He doesn't need the money to do this.
Yeah. Deadpool 2 was kind of Yeah, it was. It wasn't as good as the first one, but I still enjoyed the hell out of it. Oh, good Lord.
Well, we don't need to talk about Secret Wars, Echo, the Marvels, or any of the trash. We can just
oh god,
the trash can be thrown out now. So now we come to the meat and potatoes.
The meat and potatoes.
Who's gonna be the GOAT?
Who? Let's see. What movie?
Here, just for you to make this easier. Oop. There you go. Only people in Masterpiece or S tier. Only these 7 movies can go. Can be the
original Avengers. Okay, so No Way Home is out. So I would not. I would let's see. Not okay. So no to Guardians of the Galaxy. No. So we got to look at the 3 Avengers movies essentially.
So Civil War. You're saying
either Civil War, Avengers, or Endgame.
I don't
not
think
not Endgame. Not Endgame. What's the War right there? So Infinity War.
I don't think Civil War should be in the GOAT. I really don't.
All right.
I think if you're gonna put one, it should be one of these 2 personally.
Ooh, so which? Oh man.
If these 2 weren't there, I would say Spider-Man, but I think these 2 outclass Spider-Man just by a few notches.
Man. Yeah.
This was the start of all the crossovers. This is what this movie amplified what this movie did, and still made it work. But I really, really loved what they did with the first Avengers movie. They didn't shoot so high. They didn't try and go like that high, but they still accomplished a lot. And like I feel like this was a great seal to the foundation of the MCU before the Disney ruined it. Because this was pre. Now here's if it gives it a bonus point, this was pre-Disney. If I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
No, man, this might have been.
I'm leaning towards agreeing with you on that. I mean,
was Avengers before Disney?
I don't know. I don't care. So yeah, everybody's like, oh. So the top 4 movies we're looking at here. It's I would have to put Avengers, the Avengers movie, as the GOAT, as the best.
No, Disney did own Marvel by the time Avengers came out, because Disney bought Marvel in 2009.
I would have to go with Avengers over everything, simply because what they were trying to accomplish had never been done before. The stories that they were trying to bring together. And
I feel like all the characters played their parts perfectly.
And they pulled it off. So yeah, I would have to put Avengers as the GOAT for me.
Then I agree. The GOAT is Avengers,
because it's not just the movie itself. It's everything behind the scene. And it's like, I have to go with the behind the scenes stuff, the storylines, like all these different stories culminating into one, and the ability to pull it off. I think that matters.
They could have easily fucked this movie up.
Oh boy, they could have. Yeah. Like it wasn't there talk that the actors weren't even sure if this was going to work?
Yeah, they didn't know
But
how
then-
all these big wig actors were gonna be on the same movie without trying to fight for screen time. But I think everybody got a good balance of screen time.
Yeah.
And it's set.
Yep. Make sure if I can do anything.
But yeah, I mean, I don't 100% agree with this list, but as a group, this is what we're going with. I would put some other movies and other shows in other places, but well, most of the shows obviously belong in trash. Like, I still think Iron Man 3 should be a little higher, but I do agree the Mandarin. Fuck, like I was pissed off at the Mandarin, but I can compromise on some of these.
Give me just 1 minute, because if I don't do this now, I'm gonna fucking forget, and it'll be too late.
What is it? Work related?
Yeah, it's something I have to do every night before a certain time. I did all my other stuff, moving tickets around and everything.
We're at the 2 hour and 35 minute mark.
Yeah,
so.
no, but we're gonna hold on. Just fucking 1 minute. Just give me fucking 30 seconds. God damn it, Jesus Christ! Don't fucking count either. Oh, I can hit you, you stupid.
I don't have to count. There's a counter on the screen already.
Oh no, yeah, cut the counter.
I don't have to count. I'll just let you know when your 30 seconds are up.
Do 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 do.
But hey, guys, you know, if we were full-time YouTubers, we wouldn't have to worry about work stuff.
Bum 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 bum. Maybe if I actually start listening to my videos instead of just
guess what?
Rinse and
your 30
repeat.
seconds are up.
Oh, you motherfucker! And like actually pay attention to when I'm breathing like a fucking 80s stalker caller. You know, somebody made a like while we were live streaming. Somebody commented and kind of laughed at me. They're like, you didn't know you were doing that. I'm like, no, I don't. I know I've been doing this for over a year, but yeah, I'm eventually I'll know what the fuck I'm doing. So yeah, but
well, while we're waiting,
I got the pop filter, so I'm gonna be working on, I'm slowly getting to the point where, hey, at some point maybe I'll even start doing editing and shit. What y'all think of that? That'd be amazing, huh?
I mean, I edit my videos.
Yeah, well, you have a far better computer than I have. But things are slowly starting to fall into place. Slowly but surely. I'm getting there.
Well, we're waiting on
let
him
us
to
in, let us in, let us out, let us out. What we got?
Who else is excited about the Elden Ring DLC trailer drop?
I just watched that trailer, and unfortunately, I didn't beat Elden Ring. I ain't even fucking trying that shit, dude.
What? How dare you, sir? That looks
fun.
Fun.
I know. So it does. Of course, it looks beautiful. So the problem is I own Elden Ring on the Xbox, and if I'm going to stream something, I'd rather stream it on the PlayStation. So it makes a difference, unfortunately. And so yeah, it is what it is.
Well, I'm gonna be streaming it when it drops, because I streamed my entire playthrough of Elden Ring. And I'm gonna pick it up where I left off. And granted, I have leveled up a little bit. I've played it twice now. Where
you beat it, right? So we don't.
I beat all. I got all the endings. I got all the endings. I did all the side quests for like all the character side quests, like their little side stories. I got every weapon. I got every armor set. I got all the shields, all the bows, and all the spells, and all the magic conduits. And I got all the shinies picked up on the ground.
You got all the magic condiments?
Conduits, you motherfucker.
I mean, technically, yes, I have been quite a few times.
I mean, yes, same here.
Oh, what trailer did I see today? Oh, tomorrow, actually, what I could do in 20 minutes if I want to stay up late is tomorrow I will be playing Pacific Drive. So that hits at 11 o'clock tonight. That hits in 19 minutes, but no, I'm not going to be able to play it. Let's see. Woke garbage and traditional bad movies. That can be the topic for next week for sure. We can definitely have a talk. I mean, yeah, because it's getting late. It's almost 11. Oh, fuck, it's almost 11 o'clock. So yeah, anyway. What I got going on, hopefully better sounding videos because I won't be breathing so heavy and I'll get over this fucking shortness of breath shit. Be more mindful of how I breathe because I'm pretty sure I've stopped with the smacking when I talk.
The pop filter helps with that.
Yeah. So hopefully the pop filter will help with other things, other issues that I'm having. If that doesn't help, I'll go digging into the filters. But for sure, I'll be streaming Pacific Drive because that game looks like a whole.
You plan on playing any Helldivers?
I want to. It's just. It looks, I mean, it's okay. It's fun. I played a few solo missions and I played some quick plays with other people, but every time I turn around, I fucking step on a mine and blow up. It's like, oh, you landed on a mine. It's like, where the fuck was it? I didn't see any goddamn thing. So if the game is slightly frustrating, and maybe if I'll play it a little bit more, but what I'm going to be playing is, like I said, Pacific Drive. And I got a couple of videos I want to make.
No, I finally finished my
yawn.
my playthrough of Baldur's Gate 3. So there's that.
Yeah.
Which I love that game. I'm still gonna play it on my off time, but now I'm done streaming it because I finished it. So, giggity. I mean, I did do a lot of giggities in that game. But next up, when I get done, I'm gonna edit those videos eventually. I got 2 videos left on Baldur's Gate 3 to edit. One is like 4.5 hours long. The finale is like the 7-hour video that I have to fucking edit that down.
So, every single stream that I did for Saints Row is copyright claimed. Every single one of them. Why? Because of the music, because of the fucking music. Yeah. So yeah, they're all just sitting in limbo, sitting in unlisted. But yeah, anyway, let's shut this down. I got to use the bathroom. I'm tired. So we're going to say good night, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. What am I doing here? Oh yeah. Good night, everybody. Wait, fuck. I don't know. Good night.